at.
Uh-huh.
Looking Noah Platinum Nika Toro. Okay. I gotta try some of her cigars. I don't want to order them online. I want to find them somewhere and just smoke it that way.
So, so yesterday we went down towards San Juan. It's closer to south towards the border or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Hindenburg.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to like the basilica over there, did like a little pilgrimage for like my mom and all, and saw the church, and then across from the church there's a stained glass museum. It's like in the shape of a cross, and this guy like saved all these stained glass windows that were going to just destroy them and throw them out. And he's like, "Hey, I'm taking them. I'll take them." So he saved all these stained glass windows from churches that from I don't know 15, 1600, 1800s, 1900s,
Mm-hmm.
and he built his whole building that's in, like actually it's in shape of a cross, and just full hallways down, and the ceilings full of these stained glass windows, and it is awesome walking through there.
That's
And
and how old is it?
I don't know how old the building is. Um, I'm not quite sure how old the building is, but it's stained glass window museum, and and it's what it was called, the Gilling Museum, something like that. And apparently there's a second one like that. It's in London. Gelman,
Okay.
and it is awesome. And because when you see stained glass windows, pretty much like in a church or a cathedral, they're so high up and stuff like that.
Right.
So these are like almost floor level, and so you're like looking up through it, and they're so compact, and you see all the detail, and it's like $20 a person to to uh, to go in, and but there's seats there. You can sit there and just admire it, like paintings and stuff, because they're really, they're mostly handcrafted and stuff like that. And there's so much detail because they layer glass in, so you
Mm-hmm.
could see like dimension through it. So it was pretty cool. And then
Sounds cool.
so we did that yesterday, and then this morning went back to the basilica, and Veronica went and walked the Stations of the Cross and stuff, and then I got to meet Raul, the Smoking Tex.
Uh, that's what Josephus said on over here on Instagram. He said, I just saw the reel of Crespin and Raul and Stepbrother sweaters. Man, I don't get up to the Dallas area very often at all. I hope that this year I will start going more often to reaching some lounges and stuff. So after this, after in a couple weeks, this first event, get it under my the first event of the year for me, get it under my belt, and then I'm gonna start doing it. Is Veronica smoking something?
Yeah, she smoked an Osage Lancero, blended by Edgar Hoyle.
Nice. What's up, Sean? What's your legacy? Man, we get in that sweet spot now where maybe everybody start. It might be a little late. I don't know. I've started them late like this before and went till late in the morning. Oh man.
Yeah, it really, honestly, it just really depends on what people have going on. Because I've started lives late, and it's been like, oh, it's 4 or 5 a.m. and the conversation gets so good you don't realize that that's late, and then you're like,
Mm-hmm.
wait, it's 5 a.m. It's like, hey, I gotta go lay down, but
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what kind of happened last night.
You know, it gets to that point sometimes, and it's like, hey, you know, if it's good conversation, like I don't mind, but like when times where it's like, hey, this conversation ain't really going nowhere. It's like, hey, you know, all right, you know, got to go. So it's one of those deals.
Yeah, last night I went over there where Crespin and John were on a TikTok live and met a few new people, and I ain't been on TikTok live, and well, I tried
It's
it
been a while.
a few weeks back. I tried to do it and it didn't go. I mean, like I was all out of sorts, but to join one it was a little easier, but is that a cat?
Yeah,
It's a cat.
yeah, I'm gonna say that's from Crespin. There, that's not my. That's not.
I
I
know.
don't have that type of noise. I got water. I got water dumping in the background. I ain't got no cat hollering. But hey,
I gotta watch out
you
too
know,
because
to each his
there's
own.
peacocks
Like,
right
hey,
there.
you know,
I gotta watch. I gotta watch out too because there's some peacocks down the road here, and they'll come attack you.
Oh dang.
but yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, it's been one of those deals. But essentially, you know, we at that point, so it's like, hey, you know, you gotta kind of pick and choose. You know, pick and choose your poison. You know,
You drink
it
all
is
your
what it is.
moonshine, Ace?
Yeah, I drank. I drank that a couple weeks ago. But well, my wife drank the rest. My wife drank my bottle of E.H. Taylor, small
Oh,
batch I had. But I got a bottle of Glenmorangie, the 14-year over there that she won't touch because it's Scotch. She won't touch Scotch. So I'm like, all right, you drink my bourbon, but you won't touch the Scotch because she don't like Scotch. So I'm like, all right, I know what I need to bring in the house now for me just to have personally is Scotch.
I want to like Scotch. I should like it because I'm mostly Scottish, but it's just not my thing yet.
Essentially, Scotch is one of those deals like you. It's not one of those like bourbon. You're like, okay, I can mix it with ginger ale or whatever. Scotch is more of those like, okay, I take a shot, but essentially I'm not actually taking a shot. I'm sipping on it. Like you don't shoot Scotch like you do bourbon or tequila or vodka or gin. You sip Scotch. You don't be like, oh, I'm taking shots now.
Mhm.
So Scotch, you really gotta find. You gotta find the one you like, really.
Right,
Because
and you got to find the
you
one
know,
you like.
you
You
know,
got to find the one you like because so many different years. I mean, you got a
yeah, because
10-year, you got a
some
12, a 14, you know, 18, whatever. It's different years, so you kind of got to find the year that you like. Me, I like the Glenmorangie 14-year. The 12-year, I tried it. I didn't care for it. The 14, it's like, all right,
Babies.
boom.
yeah, I've had the Glenmorangie, um, um, Island of Ice Cream, which is kind of like a desserty. It's a little sweet on there. It was very delicious. It's like $120, I think, for the bottle. So
That's probably was like the 18-year, because the 14-year is $60 a bottle, and I paid the 60. I love the green label one and the blue label one, which is probably what you was talking about at that $120 one, which is like an 18-year-old. I tried it. I really didn't care for it. But you know, again, everybody has their own palate. So essentially, you know, I mean, it's just like cigars. We all have our own palate. I mean, you kind of migrate to what you like, what you really care for. You know, it's not like, hey, it's just that deal. You know, me, I like the single malt Scotch. I don't like blended Scotch. I don't. That's not my deal. Blended Scotch, I don't like
I
it.
was,
I just don't like it.
I was laughing at what Josephus said. Scotch is like Rock Patel. I just can't
yep.
find one I really enjoy. And I would say that it's like you have to like that flavor. Or
Right.
I think it's if you find one that you like, and then you will what's the word? Like not acclimate to it. It's you acquire that taste because you liked that one, and when you taste this, if you drink some of it often that you like, then it's kind of like, I guess what I'm trying to say. Like I used to hate cabbage. I would never eat cabbage. I hated cabbage. Yuck, yuck, yuck. My mom made it one time where she fried it with sugar and butter and all this stuff, and I ate it, and that's all I ate for a couple years. And now I can eat cabbage any way you cook it. I love cabbage, but I acquired that taste of it.
Right, but I mean, Scotch is one of those deals. It's one of those deals where either you essentially you like it or you don't. And again, it's because why you have different versions of Scotch. You have your single malts, you have your blended Scotch. Now, I know a lot of people that smoke cigars that they love blended Scotch, but they won't drink a single malt. They're like, yep, nope, we're not touching single malt, but they will go and drink something like Monkey Shoulder, which is a blended Scotch, and they're like, it's
Yeah.
freaking phenomenal.
I don't.
And I'm
My
sitting
friend
there, I'm
likes
looking, I'm
Monkey
like,
Shoulder,
wait a
but I
minute,
just
like,
don't care for it. It's like I've had a few that's we were just talking about this earlier. It's depends on how much peat you have on it. Also, it's like I like some peat on some scotches, and uh, you know, there's one that I would go ahead and pick up, and that's the Bruichladdich Classic Laddie. It's about a $50 bottle. It's it's not peated, and it's like a light bourbon. It's has a little distinct taste to it, but it's sippable.
Yeah, I know I'll find it one day. I'll find something that I like. I just
yeah,
don't
but I
buy it.
mean, it's just like essentially, it's just like you know, it's like cigars. It's like bourbons. Whatever you choose, whatever your palate is. I mean, it's multiple levels of everything. It's just like, hey, okay, you drink rum. Some people like, they like a silver rum. Some people like, oh, it's got to be a gold rum. It's the same thing with tequila. They take a white tequila. Some take essentially a brown tequila
Right. But
or a
with rum too,
bourbon.
it's like, is
Right.
it Barbados? Is it Jamaican? Is it it's which continent is it from?
Yeah,
Is it
Right.
Dominican rum or is it?
Right. And
I like.
that's the
Yeah,
thing. Everybody has a different palate. We all have a different palate. I mean, it's three of us right here, right now. We all are smoking a different cigar that was, probably if we did the research, probably was, made in a different region of, you know, the major areas that make cigars. The one I'm smoking was made in the DR,
I didn't know this was Nicaraguan rum.
but
I did
right,
not.
you got Nicaraguan rum. I mean, Randy, what was your cigar made or whatever you smoking tonight?
He's Dominican.
Okay, so you got two that's smoking Dominican because mine was made in the DR. Where is yours at, Crispin?
Probably mostly Dominican. If it wasn't,
Probably Dominican.
Right. So right now you have three cigars made in the Dominican, made by different factories. But essentially it's one of those deals. I mean, it's we all have a different palette of cigars. I mean, I smoke a little bit of cigars from different. I smoke Honduran, Dominican,
what do you like most?
Nicaraguan.
Which one you like most, Ace?
Me honestly, it really depends on the blender, the factory, the whole. I mean, I've had great Dominican cigars. I've had great Nicaraguans. I've had great
You don't have a region.
Hondurans.
You don't have a country that you like more than another.
I don't really have a country that I like more than other because essentially it depends on. It really depends on the blender, the person that came up with the idea of, hey, let's put it out there. For me, I don't go by, oh, it's Dominican. I swear by Dominican. I don't. Me, if I find a cigar, when I find a cigar and I find out that it's a great cigar, I smoke it. I smoke from any region and I find it and I love it.
Are you
It's one of
looking for
those
something?
that have to hit.
Are you looking for something, Ace?
No, I was looking up in the ceiling because I was looking at the smoke lines on the ceiling in my
Oh,
room.
I didn't know what you were doing. It was like I didn't know if you
Oh
were
yeah,
in a
yeah. No,
drawer
I was
looking for
looking at
cigars.
I was looking at the smoke lines on the ceiling in my man cave.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, the noise went away. Well, it sounded like the noise went away. I know you just muted, but I wasn't. Maybe it's I only hear it when you're not talking. Oh man. I mean, I used to be where I didn't know what I liked, and then I remember it was like a couple years ago, probably. It was a little bit more. Like I started kind of paying attention to what I was smoking, and I was like, oh, that's why I didn't like that, or that's why I like that cigar, you know, or preferred that cigar, I guess. You know, I keep looking at his comment. You know, Scotch is like RP, but there, I know. I mean, I didn't mind the conviction. I just didn't like the price. But I don't know of any. It just seemed like they all kind of taste the same to me. Like a lot of legacy stuff, it just kind of tastes that. If it's from Nicaragua, it has that flavor, right? Generally,
Right.
especially if it's trying to be a more of a budget friendly cigar. I always said, what's the word we're supposed to use? Not budget cigar.
Boutique.
No,
Boutique.
no, I'm saying like instead of cheapening it, like saying budget. What's up, Sean? Come on here, man.
Protection expensive
Value line. Value
value.
line.
Value.
That's what it is. The value cigar.
You know, like the dollar menu in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Value.
Value. It doesn't cheapen it as much, I guess. But like Ace said, that's that whole. It's all terminology, if you want to call it. What somebody else calls boutique or craft could mean something totally different than what even me or somebody else can. What you might
Right.
think it is.
Right. And I mean, and that's essentially that's what it is. Is just I mean, what I might consider a boutique line, Randy may consider, it'd be, hey, it's a premium line. Crispin, you may consider, it'd be the opposite way. So it's one of those deals where, essentially they're like, hey, boom. It's kind of like, hey, yes, you come out, with a cigar and you say, hey, we have those what they call ranges of like, okay, all right. For me, I might say, hey, if it's $5 a cigar to $15, I might say, hey, that's a boutique stick. If I say anything over $15, I might say it's a premium stick. Whatever, but we all have that price point range where to each person is different.
Well, so like that's exactly my point. So like what you're calling a boutique or what you're considering a boutique is you're kind of going by, and that's how you think of them, right? Like you think of them as probably more
Status.
smaller company / legacy kind of thing or something where I actually prefer. It's synonymous though, really, boutique craft. As far as the terminology that everybody uses, that kind of just mixes in. But I would say I like when I say craft cigar, or when I was saying that a lot, I was talking about something that's more. What's up, Sean?
What's going on, man?
You just hanging out, man.
I see, man. I see.
Just
I
doing
love
that
it. I
open mic
love it.
thing, man. Just trying to have people come and
What's
go.
up, Sean?
Yeah, what's going on, fella?
But going on like doing the price range, going higher, it kind of reminded me of the movie Tommy Boy, where he says, "Well, I can put that stuff in I can put that stuff in a box and call it guaranteed. If you want a guarantee, I can guarantee everything.
Yeah.
It's like let's roll that clip there.
Right, right. And you know what, Chris, that is, that is probably the perfect analogy because why? I mean, when you're talking cigars, like it's four of us right here, right now, and all of us, we
Randy,
all
you there?
have different palates.
Yeah.
We all have different palettes as far as smoking
You see
cigars.
him?
Like we have different palettes.
I see y'all.
Okay.
Some of us, some of us, yeah, a Toro might be our go-to. A Robusto might be your go-to. A San Andreas might be your go-to. So we all have different palettes, when it come down to it. And that analogy he just said made it to the point where it's like, hey, it makes you think twice about what you do when you go and you purchase cigars.
Well, where I was trying to go, where I was kind of going to, like when I say craft, I'm talking about something that tastes different than mainstream cigars, right? Like it's different than, it's kind of like a craft beer. It just tastes different than that mainstream legacy brand of stuff. And that's, but it's synonymous with boutique, with everybody, the way they talk about it. And that's fine. And what you hear mostly is like they're boutique friendly, right? John, you probably hear that. That's, I don't know. How do you differentiate, or do you differentiate, like say your cigars versus more of a legacy cigar? Because like yours, when I smoked them, I've only smoked 2 of them so far, but they're that different. They're not the same as the mainstream cigars with the different
Right.
flavors. They look the same, right? They look
Right.
great, but they taste. They're just a different. I don't know.
Yeah, I think when we do this, man, when I say with my blender, man, I want to come up with something that's really tasty all the way throughout, right? I want you to experience all those different notes. And I don't want to smoke any if it doesn't change up for me, I don't smoke it. Um I want the changes, I want good notes. And so as we test cigars, we're like really intentional about that, right? My light went out.
Oh,
We're really
I thought somebody was closing up on you.
nah, man. We sitting out by the pool and this
Okay.
motion sensor light. So, but yeah, we're very intentional, man, and I think that's what kind of differentiates us um, from others, right? And I don't want to be like, and I really hate the word boutique, right?
What do you like? What do
Because
you?
I'm an actual company. I might not be as big as everybody else. I'm a cigar brand, man. I'm just be a boutique brand. I don't even want to be black on. Like I am a cigar
Right.
line,
Yeah.
right? I
Cut
have my
everything else out.
cigars.
Yeah, we're
We
just
are
cigar.
cut everything out, and I do cigars, and that's what we do. And
I
that's
think you
how
got to wait. You got a
we
little
like
bit
to
too
be
far from
identified.
your.
But you can call me
Wow.
whatever you want. Yeah, you want to call me a boutique? I could be a boutique, and as long as you buying them, I'll be a boutique brand. That's fine. So
I
So
hear you.
so essentially, when people use the term boutique brands, for me personally, I feel like it's because like, hey, it's a new company, it's a smaller company. It's not a
right.
Fuente, it's not a Gurkha, it's not
Hmm.
a somebody that's been around for forever. So a lot of times when they say, "Oh, this is a boutique brand," it's somebody that's like, "Oh, it's a new company. Yeah, they've been around for 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, whatever." I feel like they use that term as like, "Oh, it's a
Right.
newer company," versus saying, "Hey, this is a cigar company that's putting out phenomenal cigars. Go try it." They be like, "Oh, it's a boutique brand. It's a smaller
Right.
company," versus
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, it's a Atabay, it's a Byron, it's a whatever."
But
But like
The,
let's use
me,
the
in
I
my
think the
personal
the
opinion,
go ahead.
let's use another
I've
let's
had
use another
cigars, I've had cigars that boutique brands, so to call them, smaller companies have put out that has been better than Davidoff's, that's been better than Byron's, that's been better than Atabay's, that's been better than some of these bigger name
Cheaper,
companies.
cheaper too, right? Cheaper.
Cheaper,
Let's
right?
see.
Cheaper, price point wise, cheaper. That's been better than some of these big name companies that's been around for 100, 200 years or whatever. I've had those cigars. It's like, oh, this is phenomenal. I've had these big name cigars. It's like, oh, I paid $30 for one cigar, and it's like, I really didn't enjoy it. It was a good smoke, but it was like I didn't really enjoy it. But I've had the the boutique brands that's like, oh, this is phenomenal. Oh, you know what? I got to go back and order more to keep them stocked in my humidor. Like I got to have these.
It's crazy when you look up in Crespin. When you look up, if you Google what is a boutique brand, it might say maybe producing less than 1 million or cigars a year or something like that. But really, kind of, you just have cigar companies that are small, medium, and large, and then I guess there would be a legacy if they multiple generations. I guess I guess, but then some people's that's kind of synonymous with just being around a long time, right? It's just I know, Crespin, what were you trying to say? Then I want to pick Sean's brain on that too, because it kind
Sis,
of
let me see that lighter.
I was just like, like saying boutique and stuff like that. It's like, you know, an analogy really. It's like legacy could be in the car industry. It would be Dodge, Ford, Chevy, Mercedes Benz, or BMW, and then of course you got your boutique cars, which are that have just started. Tesla. I mean, come on, they blew up. You
yeah,
know, you got
I was
it's
gonna
like
say that's a boutique.
yeah,
Good lord,
yeah.
I want to be that
that would be
boutique.
that would be foundation. That would be
Boutique
foundation.
me, yeah, boutique me
Mhm.
all day on that one, man.
Your estate. That'd be your estate or foundation.
Mhm.
But I get what you're saying, Sean. Like you don't want to be known as a boutique or nothing, and I don't want to be known as a. I don't want to. I don't want something that kind of like might. I don't know the words I'm trying to say. That ties.
Don't discount my
Yeah,
brand, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
still spend the same money. It costs me the same to run my company, maybe not as much, right? In
Right,
perspective,
right,
but
right,
right,
and we're still using premium tobacco. We're still
right.
using premium wrapper. You know what I mean? Like so,
right.
it's
But see,
almost like
this
the
is
boutique discounts me, and I don't want to be discounted because I got good products. So
So,
right,
and
and
that's
this
what
is
I.
where
Let me
this
finish
is where
real
the
quick, Ace.
problem comes
Just
in at.
real quick, Ace. So if I get you, and I'm right there with you, Sean. So now, I think there's a lot of people out there that are using those terminologies to say that these cigars, this boutique or craft cigars, I think the label they're trying to put on it, they're saying they're putting it in a category, not necessarily to discount your cigars, but they're saying these are great cigars that are coming
right.
out that got a lot of flavor. They're different than the ones that have been around. So, how do you have a way of saying that to? I mean, do y'all? I mean, how do I kind of I understand when
I
somebody
know
says
what you're
boutique,
trying to
depending
say.
on who they're talking to, like you understand what they're saying and what they are meaning by that. And
Right.
so, but it's still kind of evolving. That whole terminology, all throughout COVID and everything, all that terminology like is changing with all the boutiques busting out. And but did you call them? Did we call them boutiques back at what 95 in the mid 90s or I don't when the first that big boom and then we had another boom before COVID and then now it's like it seems like there's there's a cigar company around every corner right now.
Right. Right. It's just a tough term, man, and especially when you go in the shops and like they're like, "Oh, we don't do boutique brands." Well, why not? You know what I
Uh,
mean? Like, let's smoke it. You like it, but there's always
Yes,
that. Oh, well, people don't know you, so we don't do boutique
yes,
brands. And I'm like,
and
wow, okay,
and
all right,
Sean, you know what? You just hit the nail on the head. You just hit the nail on the head because out here where I live, I'm in Virginia. It is a shop that is an hour from where I live at. It's an hour and probably an hour and a half from where I live at. They do not bring in any boutique brand or essentially, smaller companies such as yourself, such as Ironclad, such as, some of these other companies out here. They would not bring them in because their clientele only comes in for Davidoffs. They come in for Gurkhas. They
Maybe
come in for, Fuente. They come in for the bigger names. So they won't come in and be like, oh, let's bring in these smaller companies that a lot of cigar smokers are smoking because why? A lot of the younger community, we're smoking the boutique brands. We're smoking because
Right.
why? We're sitting here. We're on on Discord. We're on Zoom. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. We're
Yeah.
we're discovering these new cigars. We're ordering them. We're trying them. We're like, damn, this tastes better than the Davidoff. This tastes better than the Fuente. This tastes better than whatever. We're buying them,
Yeah.
but because they
Yeah.
have that older clientele that's coming in, it's like, oh, Davidoff is,
Well,
that's what I'm smoking. Gurkha
that
is what I'm
that
smoking. That's all they.
yeah.
That's all they bring in. They won't bring in the newer to
Well,
say, hey, let me expand so I can
right.
make more money. I can make more money by expanding out. They just get content with what they're doing.
Well, that part comes to the shop owner not really wanting to know your product and push your product, right? And I get that part, right? They bring in what sells. I get it. They're running a business. They don't want to have to sit and explain, this is the fruition, these are the notes, this is the tobacco binder filler, whatever. And I get that part, but it's almost like everybody started somewhere, man. If I need to fly out to a shop and sit there and do what I need to do to meet with the people, I love doing that. So I'm always telling shops, look, I'll come in here and push my own product
hmm
if you let me, right? And once they smoke it, I went to a shop a couple of weeks ago, and the patrons there, I gave everybody a stick. It's 15 of us smoking, and they all loved it. And they spend big money at the shop, and they say, look, man, we gonna get you in here. Like one guy, it was three guys there. They were the top three spenders at the shop. They
hmm
all three of them spend 5,000 plus a year at that shop. And they said, we're gonna get you in here. But the owner is like, well, I don't do boutiques. And I'm like, okay, well,
I
I'm
would
gonna let
ask
your
him.
your
I would ask
patrons.
him. What does boutique mean to you? Just like we were talking about a while ago. What does boutique mean to you? What are you saying boutique is? Why do you
Well, and
classify me
that's
as
what
a
I
boutique?
followed up with Randy. I told him, I said, look, he emailed me, he told me to email him, set up a time. I emailed him. And he was just flat out honest, right? And I
Mhm.
love that because I get shop owners where I go multiple times a week. They love the sticks or cigars. I gotta quit saying sticks. It's got on me for that. They they said they love the cigars, and then I'm like, okay, well, let's do business. And then they're all right, we'll talk, but we never talk. And so him being upfront, I appreciate it. So my response to him was, well, look, I would still like to meet with you, pick your brain, get to
Mhm.
know your thought. You give me some ideas on what I need to do better to get in, not just to get in your shop. I said it's not even about getting in your shop at this point. I want to learn from you though, and I want to pick your
Mhm.
brain. And he was open to that. So I hadn't been back yet, but I'm gonna go out there one morning and sit with him and talk, and I'm gonna get those answers for you because I'm curious to know, man. I thought we were in the business of smoking cigars and good cigars go on the shelves and they sell. So that's my
Yeah.
mindset.
So
But hey,
for me, right,
Angel,
and for
what's up, my
me,
dude?
it's one of those deals.
How's it
Like
going?
All
I
good,
went
brother.
in a shop. I went in a shop, and the guy, I asked him. I said, "Hey, do you?" And I forget what cigar it was. I was like, "Hey, do you have this cigar?" And the guy, he told me. He was like, "No, I only carry cigars that I like to smoke." And I told him right to his
Oh,
face. I was
that's
like, "Dude,
horrible.
how
That's
are you
horrible.
gonna sell cigars if you only carry what you like to smoke when you want customers to come in, but you only carry what you like to smoke? Like you have to have a as a owner of a lounge of a whatever, you have to have a broader mindset of saying, "Hey, let me get stuff in here that my customers are gonna want to come in and buy." I don't want to walk in the shop and you only carrying Gurkhas because that's all you like to smoke, or you only carrying Padrones because that's all you like to smoke. Like,
You smoke
yes,
Gurkhas, Ace?
no, I don't
How
smoke
do
Gurkhas.
I?
I despise fucking
He smokes
Gurkhas.
Gurkhas all the
I
time.
despise
I've seen
fucking
him.
Gurkhas. You know,
What's
but
really
again,
wrong with
like
Gurkhas, though?
What is
Like,
this
real,
cigar right here, bro? What's this
so
cigar right
for
here?
Gurkhas,
let's
for
see. Hold
Gurkhas,
on. Let me see. That looks very
uh,
familiar. That looks like a guy from Texas there.
Look out there, baby. It's that 06, my guy.
but for me, Gurkhas, the only deal that I have with Gurkhas, which Gurkhas have a quality control issue. There's
Oh,
like
buddy.
I've sat and smoked cigars with other guys that ladies, they smoke Gurkhas, and they're like, hey, they've told me, they was like, hey, I've never had a Gurkha that I've had the same Gurkha and it tastes the same. And it's like, well, wait a minute, if you smoking the same line of the same Gurkha, it should taste the same. I've had boutique brands where I was like, okay, I smoked their Toro. It tastes the same when I smoke their Toro again. I, I smoke a Robusto by 'em or whatever. Like it's one of those deals.
There's a lot of stuff that I've been thinking about moving forward after this event coming up in a couple weeks because I'm really going to try to start hitting hard. And I think there's a disconnect when shop owners, if shop owners don't carry boutiques, I'd be interested, like the guy that you were talking about, Sean. Has he ever, and I'm just using the term boutique as what's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have you ever smoked those kind of cigars? You know what I mean? Like,
No, he
have you
has.
smoked it?
He smoked one that's actually pretty big now. They might be
Yeah.
exiting the boutique brand name, right? And
Mhm.
but
Okay.
um a couple of shop owners have told me this
What's
week
up?
that boutique brands
How's
can't
it
keep
going,
up
Gabe?
with the supply and demand.
What's up?
You know what I mean?
But
Like, so
it's
they get
but
rolling and then they sell out and then the re-up takes too long.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, look, if I know that you're gonna carry me and I know that my cigar is selling heavily in your store, I'm gonna make sure that I keep boxes on the side for
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean?
That's an
And
absolute
right,
fact. Yeah.
and I'll
right.
order
But
more.
that's
I will start ordering more. Like if you're not just a shop that I'm in and they order, once a month or once every other month, even though my boxes are empty, right? But they're struggling or whatever the case may be, so they hadn't re-up, then if I know you're selling and I go in and because I visit them and I'm looking and I'm saying, okay, they're selling. Like I'm ready to re-up you. And I'm telling my guy, hey, let's get another 1,000 in, or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be, so that we don't run out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like they don't want to give you a shot, man. It's kind of frustrating, but we keep pushing,
What
right?
is your price point again? I forget what your price point is on yours.
The Fidelity, the blue labels, the Robusto is 10. The Fruition and Fortitude, the white and red, the white and gold
What's
is
like
12.
the most expensive is 12 or
The
13 or
the '06 that Angel is smoking is 18.
okay.
That's 5-year Dominican. But I can tell you, those don't stay on the shops. They don't stay in shops.
Well,
They
what
sell
I'm
out.
getting at is you got that one that's 18 and the rest of them are 10, 11, $12, right?
Oh yeah, they're 12
You're
bucks.
you're
You
right in the price point as all the other cigars on the shelf are typically, right?
exactly. Oh yeah, no,
And
I'm not
they
higher,
shouldn't
and I won't go
look
higher.
right. They shouldn't look at yours like that. And I get it where they've probably, especially an older shop or an experienced shop owner or something like that, knows the industry a little bit, where they're nervous about uh
Yeah, yeah,
running
yeah. It's
out,
too high, right?
running out, right, or running
Right,
out of cigar, or you can't keep up. And that's the thing. When you said that, I'm like, I do get that, and that is a fact, and that does happen. But that's their brand. That's not
right,
your brand. That's not my.
right,
You know what I mean? That's
right.
don't lump me in, please,
With
with
others,
others. If they can't
yeah.
do it, they can't do it.
Try me
Uh,
out. Let's see what happens.
yeah.
And guess what? It happens. It happens,
Mhm, mhm.
unfortunately, right? It's
Happens with
not a it's
everybody. It
it's
can.
not a bad thing. It happens. So but we gonna get you filled back up. So I'm learning, man. I'm learning the business, and
Mhm.
it's interesting to see it all. And I think a little different. So I have to remember that everybody don't think like me, but
Yep.
it's all right, man. We pushing.
What's up, Gabriel?
So Randy, how you doing?
Good.
Everybody,
What's
Oh, I
going
thought that was
on,
Lil
brother?
Raul.
is that you, Jason?
Yeah, it's man. I love this. I love the industry though. I love learning and
Yeah,
figuring out
facts,
things, and
facts, facts.
I learn things. I'm working with another factory right now too, so I'm working with two different factories. So I've learned stuff to know what I want to say when I'm going with the new factory. I know how to the questions that I'm asking. How do you do this, and that? Because I got to know that we can make sure that it's going to be the right way. What happened? Oh, he's in the audio only. There he is.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And it's all a learning process, right? I think I've learned a lot in the past year and a half. So,
Just
uh,
like Gabe just said. Meanwhile, Gurkha is #1 cigar seller. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
It's got. I
And
smoked.
truth be told about Gurkha, I mean, Gurkha is one of those that, like whoever just said it, Gurkha is one of those #1 selling cigars over the world. I mean, people they go to it. I mean, I've seen NFL players, NBA players that has posted smoking. Mike Tyson, he went and made a cigar with Gurkha. Ed Reed came out with a cigar that was made by Gurkha. I mean, it was one of those deals like, you know, out of all the companies you could have went and made a cigar with, you chose Gurkha to go and make a cigar with. But hey, whatever, to each his own.
Anybody tried a
But
Marlon Wayans cigar yet? I don't even know what they're called. I just saw that the other day.
No, but I've seen
No.
them, and uh, when the shop that I go to sometimes, um, they like debuted debuted the cigar there because he was going to be there, and they sold tickets to go to the lounge when he was there to see him. So it's like
Liga
probably maybe
Trident is what it's called.
try it, yeah. But I was like, oh, so maybe because he's a celebrity that we gotta like buy tickets to go to his to try a cigar that your shop is holding it, you know. Okay, but
comedy show, man. You got to get paid, bro.
right,
You got to get paid, bro. You're not going for free, man. It's nothing free in that world. So, and that's most celebrities, right? They can't tell you to blend. They don't. They not sitting with a blender coming up with their own blends. They just putting their name on it, and hopefully it takes
except Guy
off, right?
Fieri, except Guy Fieri.
I was saying
Yeah,
that's the only celebrity cigar I've had is a Guy Fieri. That one's actually, but
A lot of feedback there.
that was on the other side. Muted him.
yeah, but I mean, that's what they do. Like, they like, hey, okay, Gurkha offered me a great deal to put my name on a cigar. They guess
Oh
what? They're
yeah,
gonna
for
go and
sure.
do it because what? They
Oh
getting
yeah,
paid. They getting their cutback. A lot
yeah,
of them. I mean, it's just like you take these hip hop artists out here and they out here singing songs, rapping about certain things, and you actually go and
Hey,
interview
get in
these
the chat.
guys
Hey,
because I
get
used to
on my.
do like I used to do internet radio where I would interview a lot of these rappers out there, and they would come out and say, oh yeah, I put this song out there because the industry paid me, but I never did this type of drug or whatever. Like, I mean, they had that song, the guy that said, oh, he popping mollies, now he's sweating. We talked Trinidad James, that was his name.
yeah.
I interviewed him, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I never did no mollies, I never did this and the third. He said, but when they told me, hey, every time I say, oh, I'm popping mollies and I'm sweating, I would get $10,000 to do it. Huh. And he's like, yep. I did
Yep.
it. Hey,
I'm popping mollies
it,
too. Yep.
it,
Let's do it.
right.
Yep.
You know, let somebody give me $10,000. I put it in a song quick. Like, hey, I'm popping mollies. I'm popping whatever. If I'm getting
Yeah.
$10,000 every time I say it
Come
in a
on.
song, guess what? That song gonna be loaded down with it. I'm gonna get that money. I'm gonna move on.
On that note too, is like, if you have, you know, if you have certain people like just like influencers that aren't really, really cigar smokers or something like that, and they're always like, "Hey, I got money, so give me the most expensive cigar out there." Well, what's the most expensive cigar? You Google that, you're like Gurkha because they have a friggin'
It's
what?
a Gurkha. It's a Gurkha that's the
They,
most expensive.
Wow.
right, because they have those. Like, okay, well, give me a Gurkhas, and then they use Gurkhas in their videos or whatever, and you see people with Gurkhas. Oh, I want to smoke a Gurkha because he has that, and that's the only reason why. And because you know, only because it's pop celebrity, because they're unattainable, really cigars. But because you can, how many people are going to buy that to tell you, hey, don't buy this $100,000 cigar because it's not worth it,
Right.
Yeah.
That when Gabe said Ace, I don't really lean towards them, but when's the last time you smoked a Gherkin? I got to thinking myself, it's probably been 2 or 3 years, but it wasn't
Uh,
like it was just nasty.
that
Just you get
for me, the last time I
Giving them
smoked a Gurkha
flavor.
is when Gurkha had the Black Ops. When Gurkha had the Black Ops cigar, which was it's probably in like 2008, I think, when they discontinued that line. But I've been smoking cigars since 2002. In 2000, around about 2008, they had the black op cigar, and that was the last time I smoked a Gurkha. I haven't had any good Gurkha since then.
well, have they come out or
I'll be
didn't
right
they
back.
come out within the last year or so with a newer cigar? I thought they were revamping. There was some girl, I can't remember who,
So
heading
essentially,
up the marketing or
what they
whatever.
did was they came out about a year ago and said, "Oh, we got a new master blender. We got this. Everything is gonna be better. We're gonna have better quality control." But essentially, I haven't been brave enough to go back and try them because everything that I tried after the Black Ops was just like, I mean, I would buy them by the box, and like, you buy them by
On
the
the line.
box. He's like, nothing in the box. Like, you buy the same box, and you're getting 20 cigars, 25 cigars, and they did not taste the same. It's like y'all just do whatever you can find, put it in the box, say, boom, done deal. Like, there's a box that put the same label on it. It came down to quality control. So they came out like last year before last, or whatever, and said, "Oh, well, we've improved our quality control. We got a new master blender. Let's go about." I've had people that I've talked to that they swear by Gurkha that like, "Oh, yeah, they've gotten better, this, that, and third. I just haven't been brave enough to go back and try it because it's one of those deals. I've been let down so many times off of cigars where I would go and buy them by the box from Gurkha, and you get it, and you got 20 cigars in a box, and everything tastes different."
Mm.
I just had the Gurkha Beauty because I haven't had any Gurkhas yet. So I got one. It was like 2 weeks ago. I took 4 puffs of it and I threw it away.
Oh wow.
I was like, wow, I'd rather have a factory smoke.
Was it
Wow.
just no
No,
flavor or draw
it was
issues?
just like, no, it was like so rough. Like, I don't know. I felt like it just tasted like it was already burnt, like burnt tobacco. I don't know. I was like, this is horrible. And I tossed it. I didn't. I mean,
Then
I also
Gabe
don't
bought a
like.
new box of it.
Huh?
You bought a whole box in.
But it does seem like, right? Like, is it in our head though? Because it
No.
can't be that bad, right? Like all of them.
Well, I mean, maybe not all of them. That's the only Gurkha I've ever tried. But I'll tell you, I was like, this is horrible. And I also don't really like Connecticut's, and I just had one. But
Did they have one called Fifth Avenue or something like that? Like a Churchill or
They had something like that, but Gurkha has been one of those deals essentially where, like I said, even with the Mike Tyson cigar, I mean, I've sat and I've I tried the Mike Tyson. I didn't really. I was like, yeah, okay, all right. Essentially, it's not. It's a good cigar, but it's not something fucking great to rave about. And I've had other people that have smoked it and it's like, oh, it's one of the best cigars that Gurkha ever put out. But at the same time, I had other guys that have smoked it and it's like it's the worst fucking cigar that Gurkha has ever put out. But people went and tried it just because they had Mike Tyson name on it. And it's like at this point they're just putting like, oh, let's put Mike Tyson name on it. Ed Reed, Ocho Cinco. It's like they would put these celebrities' name on it at one point, where these celebrities like, hey, okay, you can put my name on it, and I get a certain percent for every cigar that you sell. That's what they did.
Ocho's wasn't bad.
And Ocho's wasn't bad. His wasn't bad, but
His was better than Ray
Mike,
Lewis's.
right,
Damn.
right. It was better than Ray Lewis. It was better than Mike Tyson.
I'm glad to try the Ocho. I got that.
But
Yeah, the
it's one of
Ocho
those
wasn't
deals.
bad, man. I had the Ocho in Vegas a couple of years ago, and it wasn't bad. But what do you think? Like I think when people when they get caught up in the name and the price, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to buying cigars 40, 50, 60 bucks a pop, people automatically think, oh, this is a great cigar.
Yeah.
And I'm
Standard.
not with the hype, man. Like, and that's one of the things that made me get into the business is like, okay, wait a minute. Like, I don't have to spend 40 bucks to smoke a good cigar. I know. Like, and so I start venturing out with the $10, $12 and found some great cigars. So I think price point drives a lot of the hype. And then it's always that stigma of, yeah, I'm smoking a Padron. I spent 60 bucks on this. Okay, well, I'm smoking Mature Legacy, and it's just as good, my guy. And I bought 4 of those. I bought 4 of them. Like it's just one of those. Or Cubans. People, a lot of my boys love Cubans, and I'm like,
That's the worst, right?
come on, bro. I got them in there, and I smoked one the other day, and I was like, I put it out. I started smoking my own stuff. I'm like, I think I'm just as good. I'm on par with today's Cubans, Like, so I think a
Correct,
lot of
Sean.
it is that status, man. That status of
Yeah,
this is what I'm
yeah, Sean,
smoking,
and
or
right, and Sean, you're absolutely correct. I mean, it's one of those deals where when COVID came around, that's when the cigar industry seen an influx because why? Everybody was stuck at home. You couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't do nothing. So people that never smoked cigars before, it was like, oh, well, I'm gonna start smoking cigars. So you got a lot of new smokers then during COVID when we were stuck in the house, couldn't go nowhere, couldn't really do nothing. It's like, hey, gotta find something to do. So you got a lot of new smokers, and they came down with that venture of what you just said.
yeah.
Me personally, like me, yeah, I've smoked Davidoffs. I've smoked Atabes and all of these $30, $40, $50 cigars, each cigar. But then I started trying these as we're talking about and discussing, these boutique brand newer companies. And it's like, wait a minute, why would I go and pay $40 or $50 for one cigar if I'm sitting at home all day long, I ain't got nothing else better to do, and I'm sitting there smoking 5 or 6 cigars a day before my palate gets to the point where it's toasted, where it's like, all right, now I'm not really tasting nothing at all. It's like, all right, whatever. Why would I keep smoking a $50 cigar when I can smoke a $5, $10, $12, $15 cigar that tastes better than the $50 and $30 cigar?
Or
I
I can
take
smoke
a
this
lot
one
of
right here. You
boutique
know what I mean?
brands, and I get a lot of boutique brands that I will put up against a Davidoff, at $30, and be like, hey, you know what? Okay, this cigar cost me $10 for let's say Ironclad. Let's say Ironclad had a $10 cigar. Let's say I got a $10 cigar from Ironclad. Davidoff Late Hour is a $30 cigar. Let's say, okay, all right, okay, this Ironclad tastes, a
Huh?
whole lot better than the
Yeah, what
$30
you want?
cigar from Davidoff.
I got you.
and I'm smoking, 5 cigars a day. Well, I'm looking at like price point wise, where I can get 3 cigars from Ironclad for the price of one from Davidoff. Smoke.
Yeah, it's kind of like
For
what.
me, I'm gonna go and smoke the $10 cigar because what? I can, boom, done deal.
That's how
Well,
I
that's
feel
what
with the
makes sense to you, right?
Padron
That's what.
1964. Like
Go
I
ahead,
feel like
Gabe.
it's all hype. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, the 1964, the Padron. I know a lot of people love that cigar.
That's my
Like,
favorite one of the Padron.
really?
Mm-hmm.
See, my favorite is actually their 1926, but
Well, that or
I
the
tried the
84
because
Reserve. Uh-oh.
good, and I tried. I was like, bro, I'd rather go get the freaking. I smoked the Charter Oak right after that, the Foundation Cigars Charter Oak, and that was like $8. I was like, bro, this cigar is like 10 times better than that 1964. But I mean, it's also different.
Wait, hold up.
Right,
What did
and
you
the
just
Charter
say?
Oak is phenomenal.
What did you just say, bro?
Yeah, I'm like,
But the Charter Oak, yeah, I don't like.
I don't know about that
one,
one, man. Hold up now.
I like the
He's cussing at us.
1926, and I like the their Padron 1000.
Hold on, buddy. Hold up. Wait a minute.
But
Man, hold up.
It's like Gabe said, at the end of the day, flavors are subjective. I know people that hate Gurkha, Padron, Drew Estate, etc. That's why we all need variety, amen, and a little bit for everyone. And that's the thing. That's the beauty of it. Is there is, but even like Ace saying, he would prefer that. So that's fine. That's where that's
his thing.
Friggin' cigars are expensive, period. No matter how much they cost, especially when you smoke 2, 3, 4, 5 a day. You know what I mean? It's an expensive habit. And so I, like many people, will try to find cigars that are palatable for me, that I enjoy, that I can have more of. That's probably why I smoke so much of my own stuff, because
Yes, sir.
it's more reasonably priced. But
You already paid for it.
yeah, but I got to stop doing it. And if I smoke, man, I got to start paying for it.
Right.
Hey, Randy, I buy my own
Because,
cigars, man.
Right, because essentially, what are you doing? If you buy, let's say you go and buy, a $30 Davidoff. At that point, no matter whether it's a $10 cigar or a $100 cigar, whatever. At that point, what are you doing? When you buy it and you light it up, at that point, all you're doing is what? You're burning money.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
burning
think
money. So,
for a
if you're
celebratory
smoking
cigar.
multiple cigars a day, unless you are wealthy and you can say, hey, every time I light up, I just, you lit up $100 cigar. If you wealthy, you say, okay, I just burned $100 bill. For me, I'd rather be like, hey, you know what? I just lit up and I'm smoking a Gotcha 6. I can get these off a Cigar Page. I can get, 20 of them for $28. When I light up, I'm like, hey, you know what? I just lit up $2 and some change. Versus somebody that tell, oh, I'm smoking a Davidoff and I just lit up $30. Well, yeah, I mean, hey,
I do like the late hour and the millennium, but I don't buy them. I will, if I'm at the lounge I don't like buy them, order them offline to get them. If I'm at a lounge or something, I'm ready to smoke one. I'll get them because I enjoy them sometimes, but sometimes I don't want it. And but Padron 64, I like it a lot, but I don't buy those very often either. Just because it's like I said, I can buy several cigars for that.
Yeah, those are definitely celebratory sticks.
Yeah. It just depends on what's going on, what you're doing. If you're out having a good time, you spend a little bit of money. If you got the money to spend, that's typically what I'll do. But
look, I'm trying to spend money on this other brand, but the owner keeps smoking them all. This Ironclad.
Yeah,
I can't buy them.
It's coming. It's coming.
That's why I've been keeping a couple of mine safe, because when they're all smoked out, I can have a couple still. It may take a couple of years, but
Bro, you got the original test blend still. That's and I know that cigar is great because that was rolled by Ish. I know that, and that's another thing, like Sean, do you think of it like this? So I know you're a guy. You got your blender. Now, if he's blending it right, if he's blending it and you're smoking, he's the chef that day, right? He's got the recipe. He's making it. But what
Yeah.
happens when it goes to the factory? You know, like who is bunching? What crew is bunching the cigars? And that makes
Right.
it different.
That makes a big difference. So fortunately for me, man, it's been very consistent. So, and then he's one of those hard ass guys too. So he's on their ass. Like
Mhm.
it better stay the same. You know what I mean? So I hadn't had any inconsistency yet. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And
Bro,
you know,
you got a lot going on in this cigar right here. A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Glad,
There's a lot.
glad
There's
to
a lot
enjoy
of
that,
notes.
brother.
There's a lot of notes going on. I'm like, damn, what is that? What is that? And I
Yeah.
keep chasing it.
Yeah. Nah,
So, you
that's
know,
one of my
if I had,
faves.
if I had the money to do it, I would open up a lounge and I would only do like small batch and boutique brands, no legacy brands, just so people can actually, try them. You know, because I feel like when you go to the cigar lounge, you see what people are smoking. They're always smoking legacy brands. They're like scared to try small brands. And I think it's crazy because those are usually better. Like I see people all the time getting the Padrones and Arturo Fuentes, and they're good. But I was like, you can get one of these other ones that are way better. They're like half the price.
And get 4 or 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
got
One
more
of the lounges
smokes.
that I go to, Smokers Abbey in Austin, here in Texas, like their whole humidor is just boutique cigars, craft cigars. They don't have legacy in their lounge.
That's cool.
Which lounge is that in Austin?
Smokers Abbey.
Smokers Abbey.
Uh-huh.
I was just down there in Pflugerville at East Pecan Lounge.
Okay.
Hung out at the Domain, man. Had a great time.
Oh yeah, I go to the main a lot. There's a liquor store there that I go to a lot.
Yeah, I smoked at Jack and Ginger, man. I sat on their patio smoking during the Final Four. Actually, we were there for the Final Four weekend, so had a great time, man. Sold some cigars right on the patio, and that was beautiful.
there's what Gabe, I think what you were kind of saying, in Galveston, there's a lounge. The guy it's called Carlos Cabeza or something like that. He has 3 walls and it's a fairly small humidor, not too small, but he has like 3 walls really that he has stuff on. One wall is nothing but his cigars. They're all $6 and less a piece. You know, they're just he's getting them and not having to. He's selling them for wholesale or less, really.
Wow.
But and I've had some of them. Some of them are good, and some of them taste
Trash.
cheaper. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Trash. Like
Yeah.
Bubba Dubs, baby. They trash. Stop playing, man. Don't sugarcoat it, Randy, because I'm telling you,
you know
dude,
what I'm saying.
I get people saying, "Oh, smoke this, smoke that." It was $6, man, and I'm like, bro, no, I'm not. I'm not wasting my palate on it. I'm sorry, I refuse. So, but again, there's smokers. There's people that smoke cigars, and then there's real cigar smokers, right? So if you just want to smoke, yeah, get you a $6 stick, man. But the quality of the tobacco is totally different.
Yep.
And you can taste that thing upon light up. Stop playing.
Oh, Absolutely can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I refuse, man. I
Mhm.
refuse.
But I'm always looking for that diamond in the rough, maybe that. I don't go all out, but I'll grab a few every once in a while. Case in point, my wife, and I don't know if you heard this, but my wife went on a cruise with my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law back before Christmas, and it's the next port. It's in Mexico, but it's the next port down from Cozumel. I can't think of what the name of it is, but she comes home and she has these hand-rolled cigars, and I said, "Baby, you got cigars in Mexico?" She said it was hand-rolled. The guy was right off the boat rolling these cigars. I said, "What did you pay for them?" $6 a piece, and she got a couple of Robustos. She got like 6 cigars, and I let them sit there, and I was mad. I was kind of mad, upset at it, right? And about 2 months ago, I lit one of them sun guns up, and I'll tell you, I've got one left,
Yeah,
and I'm going on a cruise in June, and I'm going to be looking for that guy because they were
yeah,
phenomenal. Like they
yeah.
were really good. I was
That's
like,
good stuff.
holy hell!
That's good stuff.
But they ain't no telling where he got his tobacco, and who
Right,
he ripped it off
right,
from, because they either bringing it home every night, something.
right, right, right.
I wonder
Yeah.
how many actual, like in the DR, especially in the DR. I wonder how many companies or cigar factories are actually in houses versus actually have a building they can call a factory,
Yeah.
like in their garage or their extra bedroom or something. Because really, it's all it takes down there.
Well,
But there has to be no
I can
production.
tell you, I know of one that built out a space in his house, and he rose for a couple of people right out of his house. So that's all they need, man. They don't need a big factory,
Right.
right?
Yeah, they're needing a
Yeah,
whole lot of space.
my blender. After I did that podcast with Ish, and he was like, his favorite cigar was the one he rolls up right before he goes to bed. Okay.
Yeah.
I called my blender and I said, "Hey, I'm on my way over," and I made him roll me one right then. Like, "Hey, put this and this and this in it, and let's go." And
Nothing
I
better
smoked
than
that
fresh.
thing that night before I went to bed, and I'm like, "Yeah, I see why his does this.
There ain't nothing better than
I got to
smoking
learn how to roll, brother. Once I learn that, it's over." Oh,
that. Yeah, I'm going to end up learning. Well, we got a class coming up pretty soon from TPA, but yeah, I'm all about doing that too because that would be phenomenal.
yeah,
Just to build because it's so good.
yeah, yeah.
I think
It
because
was
you
delicious.
rolled it or because it's right there, and it's a lot to do because it's fresh. But if it's a good cigar anyway, and
Right,
it's like eating fresh vegetables, man. They're just better.
right, right. It was delicious, man. I enjoyed it. So,
That's like when you're rolling, when you're blending and trying to figure out what you're going to do. You know that cigar is the best. It's tasting right there, and you just got to kind of guess and judge what's going to mute down the road a little bit. It's going to mute a little bit, so the flavors are going to fade a little bit, not much. Depends on how long it sits and rests or
right,
ages.
right.
Where's that tobacconist class going to be at, Randy?
The rolling class,
Yeah.
it's on
Broke
TPA.
up.
If you did it, are you on TPA?
Yeah, I just got on TPA last week.
I don't know how many spots are left because it is coming up soon. There's going to be a live Zoom, but you have to pay for it. It's like $150.
Okay.
But he's sending out. He's making your own Chivetta. You're getting tobacco and some glue and some other stuff, and he's giving you he's sending everything you need
Okay.
for the class, so you can practice during the class and stuff. So the
I need
Chivettas he
to sign
made
up for that.
with his you need to ask him pretty quickly because it's either that he may have some extras as far as the Chivetta. He had to cut them out himself using a laser instead of buying them because they were so expensive.
You know, is it going to be like in the next couple weeks, like next 2 weeks?
Man, Angel, was you on there? Then I thought it was actually supposed to be around the 1st of April, and then it got pushed back because we haven't got any of our packages yet.
Oh, okay.
So
They
really,
did push it back. It's like the 20 something or 26.
okay,
This
so like
this month or
10
next
days,
month?
probably this month, but it could. I would just reach out to him.
Well, I probably won't be able
Like
to
a
until
month.
I'm moving the 24th, like next week. Or
This is what I do.
probably try to get the next class you do.
How long is the class, Randy?
I don't even know. I don't even know how long. All I know is we're doing it on Zoom. I don't know if it's doing several installments. I think they're also recording it so you can go back. I think no, it's going to be.
I'm gonna hit them up, man, because I'm interested in that as well. But I know I got like a lot going on. End of this month, then I go on vacation. May 2nd, going on a cruise like you. So
Nice. You're going May 2nd on a cruise?
Yeah, we're going May 2nd. I'll be in Miami May 1st. We cruise out May 2nd, come back on the 7th.
Okay. I like this will be my second one. I used to not I didn't ever wanted to go, and then my wife we went 2 years ago, and
Yeah.
it's just
I've
hard
been
to
once.
afford them.
I was in the Navy. I'm like, man, I'm good with ships. I don't need to get on another boat. Like,
But I appreciate it. So she got upset
Yeah.
and decided.
I'm cool, man. I like land. Let's fly and relax. How about that?
It's
But
like I like it this time because all of our kids are going. It's for my daughter's graduation present, and
Nice.
that'd be
so
fun.
it's
That'd be fun.
it's gonna be fun having them on there.
Like, if you in there,
I'll be like a hawk though when we get off the ports, man. My kids, they ain't journeying off on themselves by themselves too far and all that stuff.
It's funny. My wife was telling me a story a while back that her and her family they went on cruises when she was young. And like they're Mexican, but like they're barely Mexican, and they all just look white. But her youngest sister, I'm actually gonna pick her up in the airport in a little bit. But her youngest sister actually looks Mexican, and the rest of them don't. So they went to Mexico and they got off at a port, and the police stopped them because they thought they were trying to smuggle her onto the ship.
Oh my
They
god!
thought she was like a Mexican. They're like, she's not part of your family.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, just and they like essentially like just were holding her and they wouldn't let her get on the ship because they thought they were smuggling some little Mexican girl on the ship.
That's funny, man.
But it's funny 'cause she's the only one that looks like she's actually Mexican. The rest of them do not. Hilarious.
What do you, Sean? What do you smoke when you're not smoking your cigars? What do you like to smoke?
Liga. I love Liga number 9. I like the blue, my father blue as well.
So,
Although I smoked it the other day and I was like, man, it didn't taste the same. And so I was thinking like, well, maybe I liked it when it first came out and it was all hype. Because I actually quit smoking it halfway through. So I'm like, maybe my palate was off or something. I don't know. Allergies been flaring up.
What size was
There's
the
like circuit. Yeah, it depends on the size. Certain size I don't like.
It's had the blue, my father blue Toro, and I didn't really care. But I had the Judge right after. And the Judge was like way better than the blue.
Yeah, the Judge is like my favorite. That's one of my favorites.
Bro, a lot going on here.
You already wrote it down. Well, tell us about it.
Here, you bring it up. It's all written so far.
I can't see it.
You gotta turn go a little bit more to the middle. There you go.
Right.
Like, you got old pepper. It's like not like a black pepper, like a white pepper. Get a little leather in the beginning with it, especially on that retro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you got like that slight sweetness. I don't know if it was like honey or something. That I had a question mark. You got a floral note that was got there like halfway through. Or like kind of like the first third halfway.
And what's
coffee?
Oh.
Yeah,
a little nutty.
I
don't know. I'm still going with it.
Yeah.
What
You
the
hitting
hell?
them, Angel? You hitting them, man. You gotta. Yeah, you hitting them.
What's up, Justin?
I can tell you that you're pretty spot on, Angel. Actually, there's only one other person that's been able to break it down that way. So.
Gas station.
All right, I'm taking off, guys. Good seeing y'all.
All right.
All right,
brother.
Good night.
Hey, you can't leave,
That Shell gas station.
My battery's about to die.
bro. We did find out. You know, Veronica's short today.
I get them for
Yeah. Hey, little secret. When I was leaving Raul's town, I found the factory where he gets all those Chorizo awards.
Dang.
Don't talk about my brother like that.
That's funny.
That's funny.
You get a lot, but they good.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Mm.
like 7 minutes.
I ain't about it once. He like to cook. I cook something,
How long you gonna be on, Randy?
but I'm gonna pay. I'm
You
not
never
going
know.
Okay.
7 hours.
There's no limit.
I would.
I gotta go pick up my sister-in-law and like the one that almost got deported to Mexico. I gotta go pick her up in like 20 minutes from the airport.
Mm.
20, 30 minutes. So, that's why I'm smoking this thing so quick.
I hate having to rush, don't you?
About
It's a good cigar.
that side.
But like I'm not like it's a good cigar, but I'm not really picking up many.
Which one is
What are you
it?
smoking?
The aging room, Nicaraguan.
But this year, when
Hmm.
Like, but I'm also I don't have that
Babe, who is
like Alice
H.J.
Angel
Morrison?
had.
I was like,
Babe, who is H.J. Morrison?
What does this say? You get. There's 5 things that really what flavors the flavors that they
Who is
actually
this?
are, but you can.
Who is that?
They're subjective of what it's going to taste
Isn't
like.
it said salt, cinnamon,
Well, salt.
honey,
No, it was honey, salt.
honey?
Pepper.
You got plum.
Okay.
Then you've got what's the stuff you eat with Chinese food when you eat sushi? Why am I blank?
Soy sauce.
No. The
You
root.
talking about the green stuff?
No, the root. Damn.
Ginger root?
Ginger. So you got ginger,
Ginger,
honey,
there it is.
honey. You got salt, honey, ginger, plum, and there's one more that I'm missing. That's the 5 things that are actually tasting kind of from what it actually is, but we, depending on how they're combined and what our brain says that they are, like when some people will get that dried fruit taste, and it could be different for somebody. Like it could be a cherry lifesaver, for instance, or it could be a fig, or you know, but that could be the dried fruit mixing with the pepper or the salt, which is actually pepper, or the pepper, which is actually salt. So it's just, and then the rest of it's like the nicotine, how the nicotine affects your mouth or your tongue. It can make it dry or numb on the tip. Then you're, what is it, Lajero, can dry your mouth out. It's just wild how all those things can go together.
Right now I'm tasting Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
And marzipan.
Oh, marzipan. See, out of all that, the only I guess I could say I actually taste honey out of any cigar. The other ones I've never tasted. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, personally, I haven't. I usually taste like leather and wood for the most part. Sometimes floral. But
You get like a dirt taste, like earthy taste.
yeah. I actually like the earthy. Oh, shit. That's the thing. Like even with wine, like I'm not a big wine fan, but my wife loves wine, so I've been wine tasting a million times, and I do like the wines that are more earthy.
Randy likes, those earthy mushroom taste.
Huh?
Randy likes the earthy mushroom taste.
You better be glad I was driving.
I hate it, actually.
I love my. That'd be bomb.
Work having my car rehearsal, so I was in a different baby. I was in a different space, and she took.
Let's see.
She took me out. She took me out.
I'm trying to see if I can.
Yeah. Fuck her, yo. Sick of her. Oh my God. I was listen. I'm telling you.
Let's see. Ginger, salt.
And I could not fucking.
Now you got me over here trying to taste all that.
Let me tell you something. I'm in my bed. Anything attached to him is not.
Well, it's not that you taste those particular things. That's when you taste cinnamon. It's like the mineral makeup of the tobacco, right? But our brain will tell us
You're not about to either put that
based on all the different things.
What did you think I was gonna say?
You know what's like the I do like the dress because I feel like with those, I actually do taste like kind of like that pepper taste you get, like not black or white pepper, but more of like chili pepper.
Yeah, girl. Because she
Personally,
I don't
like
know
what did I have? I think it was El Pupo. I had kind of remind me of like almost like a chili pepper.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. I love those El Pupos. El Pulpos.
Football.
The Lanceros a bomb though. They're Lanceros that they have.
Not Fox, dude.
What's y'all's favorite Vitola? What size wise? Like,
I think 52 by 6, 50 by 6 is mine. Toro.
Yeah, like a Toro size.
I
yeah,
always for the Lanceros.
man, me too. I'm a Lancer. I just came out. I hadn't launched it yet, but I have a Lancero that's
Really? Yeah.
excellent.
Oh, awesome.
Oh man, I
I'll
love
add
it.
you on Instagram and let me know when you get those Lanceros. I'll order some.
Yeah, I love it. It's a good one, man. Send me your address, man. I'll send you some. You're a
All right.
Lancer guy. I'll send you some,
All
man.
right. Appreciate that.
Did I say I like Lanceros? I couldn't remember. I do.
Nah, you said Toro. No,
Hey, and I have it in it's in a Lancero. So yeah, I'll send all y'all some. I got it in a Lancero. I have it in a Turo, and I have it in a 70, 7x70, which
Oh, wow.
I don't. That's not my gauge, but I see a lot of guys that love that gauge. I'm
Gabe likes that gauge.
Well, you know,
yeah,
I
The
that's
bigger
too
the
much,
better.
man. That's too much, man.
too much for me.
no
Yeah,
fun.
I tested it and I was like, all right, that's cool. But, I smoked a third and I was like, yeah, it's all right. I'm good.
You know, I see in lounges the guys that I see smoking like those big 770s and stuff, or like them
Yeah.
big asylums and stuff, are big guys. You
Nah,
got
I
big
see little
hands,
guys.
big heads.
Which is funny because I'm a big dude, but I always smoke the Lanceros. So there's a little tiny.
And I see the complete opposite, Randy. It's like they shorter than me smoking them, man. And I'm like, oh, why?
I think people smoke because they think it looks cool to have the big cigar.
Or they get more tobacco or more cigar.
That's what it is right there.
Yeah.
But they missing out on the flavor of the cigar,
really
man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because that
That's why I love the
Lancero is hitting you in the mouth, man. And that 70 is just it's smooth all the way through, right? It's not as punchy. But I'm like, whatever floats your boat, man.
Yeah.
It's okay.
In my area, I feel like a lot of North Jersey, New York people smoke those bigger gauge cigars. That's what I see.
Yeah.
I had I was looking to come out with a cigar. Did you ever get in? Did you ever smoke those little short ones I had? Those little
No.
I know Gabe did, but they were just
I didn't get any yours.
no Gabe.
Oh, the other.
Program Gabe. They were like what 48 or 46 maybe. But yeah,
That wasn't the Chow Chow, was it?
no, it wasn't the Chow Chow. It was the. It's been a while. I got it written down, but they were just really good because my wife really liked, and that's what just came to mind talking about smaller gauges is the friggin' Roma Craft, man. Some of those are just bombs. Like,
Oh my God. Yeah.
really good.
Those magnets, they're so good.
Yeah. And smoking their what's the cigar? The Weaselito is where the idea came from because they were so small, but golly. But I do like those cigars, but it's hard for me to pay that price for such a small cigar. So Toro, I think is where it's in my a Lancero. I like Lanceros. I don't purchase them a lot, but if you can afford to put them in your portfolio, like if you got another what am I trying to say? More inventory for your brand, right? To have to keep up with. I'm not against it in the future myself, but
yeah.
Yeah, man, some of them are really, 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 really good because you get the wrapper now. You're getting all the good stuff because you're not putting all that extra filler in there to try to bulk the cigar up.
Right.
The
and
same
you
thing.
can blend it differently. Go ahead.
Like
That
when
was
I
gonna be my
smoke,
backup, a Lancero.
which one?
This is the West Tampa Red.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, like when I first started smoking, I found that I really like the box press for the kind of same reason. And I was talking to John about that, and I was like, I don't know why, but it seems like the box press have more flavor. And he said that there's less filler in the box press actually than like a regular one too, because I guess it's the way the box press is. There's a little bit less filler in
Well,
those.
you slightly underfill it so you can press
Yeah,
it so it doesn't break the wrap.
because I forgot what I had one where it was they had a box press and then they had like a Toro or something, and I liked the box a lot more. Like I got more flavor. But then I think it was John that told me like you'll probably like Lanceros because they have even more of just it's all binder and
Oh yeah, yeah.
so I was like okay, so I tried that and I was like man, these are way. So
My
I'm trying to find Lanceros now.
my Banda was originally when it was Black Pearl. It was originally a box press, and I've got very few left. But those cigars, as far as taste, way better. And so I'm taking Banda off production right now. So I've completely taken it off just for right now because I got to figure out what I'm doing. But
I like that one.
is the tobacco doesn't necessarily there's just some issues with it, right? Like it doesn't burn consistently enough. Whatever, however, I've tried in Toro and they're just not consistent. It's, for me as a brand owner, they're not consistent enough as far as the burn. The flavor's there, but the burn just pisses me off.
Yeah. You have to play Banda music when you smoke too, or no?
No, but man, it's got a cooler wrapper with that and a Nick binder, and it's just good. And all those other countries, they're just one of those cigars, but it's not something that like I'm just doing away with. But I'm just trying to get set up as I move forward this next year with less inventory as far as because I'll have two cigars, one with two different sizes, and then the one with John. So that's three. I was making room, is what I was doing, making room for that next one to come. And just I'm a small company, man. I'm poor, and these friggin'
Man,
Texas.
come on, that part, man. Good Lord. And that's why I'm like, all right, dude, no more. But every time I say that, I come up with another idea, and I'm with my guy, and I'm like, dude,
tough, man. It really
let's
is
try
tough.
this, man. And then it comes out right, and I'm like, shit, here we go. How am I gonna afford this?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I got to sell more houses, brother. It's all good.
In the last year, what Angel, the Chow Chow, which I came out with, which was going to be I ended up with 200 cigars, and I never even released them. I just never released them, and I had at least three more, probably at least two more that I come up, and I just said, you know what, stop, back off. I had to, man, because I want to be able to build my inventory more right now. That's just my business decision and all it is. But I'm hoping that's what's going to help me work because I'm fixing to hit it. I'm just going to hit Texas right now. If somebody else picks it up along the way, that's fine. But right now, I'm just going.
We big enough, bro. We have a lot of shops out here, man. Texas is so big. Good Lord.
We need get you guys here in Idaho. That's what I tell everyone. But we don't have enough boutique cigars out here in Idaho. It's mostly like, there's only like 6 shops in the Treasure Valley, like the Boise area, and most of them are just boutique cigars. There's the one, it's called V Cut Lounge, a little further away, but I started going there because he's actually he tries to gear more towards the boutique brands, so I started going to that one more. But yeah, it'd be nice to get all you guys out here so I can have a better selection when I go to the
Brian, if you're still on Instagram, come over to YouTube and get in on the deal. I don't know if he's still on there or not. He said might not be the tobacco, could be the internal architecture of the filler. Okay, that he's talked, so he's still listening.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. I might get back on.
All right.
All right.
All right, brother.
Nice meeting you.
Send me your address, man.
I will. Thank you.
Make sure you got her information in case ICE pops up or you don't have any issues. That would suck, bro. Being in another country and then somebody trying to.
Nobody bought newborns. Right. And so
We're still waiting on all of our kids' passports to come, which should be any day in a few weeks. Well, I don't know. It could be another few weeks. Just waiting on.
That's the problem. It takes so long to get those things.
Yeah, man. It's
Sis, stand up in front of that. Stand up in front of that. I just said stand up in front of that.
Randy, what are you smoking?
They don't recognize all that.
Bush cigars from the pack. I don't know. It says travel on it.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm fixing that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look right now and see because that cigar you're smoking, I don't know if I smoked that one on the what label? That's not the white label that was on there,
No,
right?
this is the black and gold.
Still have it.
That's the Salomon.
Bro, I'm liking the cigar.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
Well, I
it,
like
man.
all of them.
Appreciate that, my guy. Yeah, I love that one, man. That one is we were thinking of the Annalisa Wolf when we came with that one, man. And one of my frat brother.
Oh hell, boy! Look here, look here, look here.
There we go. There we
Boy,
go.
look here.
My frat brother loves the bull, man, and so I was like, all right. So him and my guy got in the lab. We came with that one. When I got the samples, I gave him one, and he was like, I want a box right now. And you got to name it 06. Like, you got to. And I said, I got you. Let's go. It's done.
That's a nice looking cigar, man.
I thought the bull was just all right.
Me
a
too.
lot of people rave about it. I said,
Me too, dude. Me too. And I bought one while I was in Cali. I went home during Valentine's week and bought one at a lounge in Beverly Hills, and it was $60. And I was like, yeah, it's not worth it. Sorry. I'll smoke mine for 18 and buy 3 of them, right?
Yep.
She'll take the baby out. Like we over there, we could.
I just want to see Randy's opinion on this, what he gets out of it.
My mama didn't raise
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Raise kids like that. We had
You got a lot of the notes, man. You pretty spot on, man. And it was honey. That is one of the notes.
Yeah, I had a question mark. I was like, it's sweet. It tastes a little like honey. I was like, I'm not 100% sure.
It's honey.
Do you disclose what tobacco is in it? Or what's the wrapper on it?
Habano. So all mine are Habanos. We're working on the San Andres, and I got it in a Robusto. It's actually good, but I'm waiting on the Toro.
What Habano? Like what?
Ecuadorian.
Ecuadorian Habano. Okay.
And so it's 5-year Dominican.
And I'm probably gonna love this cigar. Because I'm a Dominican whore.
You are.
I am, man.
The first one for her daughter, but
Yeah.
not altogether, no.
I don't know. I like the Dominican tobacco, or just that it's not as rough, not as hard, you know. And but I still digress because there are some Nicaraguan cigars that I truly enjoy. I'm still trying to remember which lovely cigar that I had. That's the one I got the cherry lifesaver from, and it was just a beautiful cigar. And
did it have the footband on it? Like the orange footband? No.
I can't remember. It was a cigar actually that Greg had. Greg sent them to me, and I just happened to have it or have them. And I remember smoking. I was like, a cigar called Lovely Cigar Company. Like that, just not that it was cheesy or anything, but I was just like, bro, this cigar. And there's some really good companies out there that are making some good cigars.
Yeah.
And just like Sean, we were talking earlier, like there's a lot of companies out there though that are just coming up. They're they're getting in the business. Maybe they got a little bit of money. They're maybe retired. They got a little bit of weekend money or whatever, and they're buying cigars maybe that are orphaned or whatever. Like, and they're coming out and they're not good. You know what I mean? We know they're not good, and that's where if you're calling your cigar a craft blend or a boutique is the way I think of it sometimes, but it's not really. It is, but it's not that craft blend as far as you're taking time. I think that's where I articulate where you're just taking more time with it and you're actually putting in the work and making them that they really taste good and they're going to be memorable cigars instead of just an everyday cigar. And
I would have to.
like you said, I've started using your terminology, Sean. I've said it several times, and when I start saying I'm intentionally smoking this cigar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on in, Brian.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, those lovely cigars. I think I went through all of them. I think they were my community spotlight recently. They have some good cigars.
I'd have to watch the daggum. It wouldn't take me long to really figure it out because it was the first one I smoked. I don't think I smoked two. That was the one. When I said cherry lifesaver, everybody was like, "What? That's crazy." I wasn't ashamed of it because I've never tasted that in any other cigar. That's what it tasted like. That fruity dried with the sweet or whatever it was. That's what it reminded me of. And it was delicious.
And I was like, yeah, we should do it for one of our holidays, Christmas, whatever.
And the problem is I don't revisit a lot of those cigars a lot because I just move on to the next great cigar that I'm smoking. It's like, damn. It's like there really is a crap ton of good. We're good, man. Hit that link. Join in. It's at the pin to the top for the YouTube.
I've been going through the gambit of the definition cigars.
Yeah.
Yes.
I sent Aldi some, or two of them at least.
That guy has cigars from everywhere. All the time. Like he just got a plethora of different cigars. Of course, he'll probably get a bunch of them this weekend too.
There was one I wanted to send them, but they're sold out. I was like, damn.
Which
I
one?
went back. The definition is the black and gold.
The
ribbon.
Anejo.
Yeah, that one.
Very peppery. This shit.
What's up, Brian?
Then I went back to the shop. Then there was more. I was like, damn. After I sent it to him.
Right. Yeah. Jamon, good dude, man. Good dude.
Yeah, he's gonna do a cut and light at our lounge pretty soon.
Yeah.
Sean, Brian, I didn't know if y'all.
What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy?
I'm
up,
doing
Brian?
all right. Everyone having a good night or
Definitely
morning
good
now,
night.
depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brian is the tobacconist at was it Ends of the Earth
There you go. You got it.
out in Jersey.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I saw your comment over there, Brian. I think that you're exactly right. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, it's not always the tobacco. I mean, and you've got the band. All your stuff is rolled by Ish, right?
yes.
Yeah. So I mean, he's probably not giving you shit tobacco. Hey, I mean, could it happen? Could the tobacco be whatever, under fermented, this, that, the other, or something? Possibly, but a lot of it, if it's not that, it could just be the architecture of the cigar. I don't know how you roll it. Is it?
I'll tell you.
Is it is it book? Is it accordion? Is it a hybrid entubado, full entubado?
The box press was probably book and
box press. Yeah, book or accordion is going to be fine with that because you're flattening it out. You don't want to crush too many tubes.
The Toro, no, but the samples that we got when we first started sampling it was all Toros, and even that cigar early on, it just did the crocodile mouth almost 2 out of 6 times. Like that's the way it would burn, and it's not that it burned fine. It's just the ash. It happens, right? But like for me, why can't it stick together? It has to do. I was thinking it had to do something with, like you said, the architecture of the
Well,
way.
if it's splitting, that sounds. I mean, yeah, I would. Well, if it's splitting, I would check humidity and what's going on with how they're being stored humidity wise. That can have an issue with that. Not to say architecture couldn't, but humidity tends that when you start to see that, that's humidity tends
so
to
when
be
we
an issue, and that's usually happens in the tip of the cigar in the first third, first quarter.
So when we switch to the box press, it cut that in half, right? I guess if that makes sense, but it would still do it every once in a while. But the majority of it, but there was other things, right? Like being a little underfilled, a little bit more underfilled than what it should have been. It was still pretty consistent
on the Parejo, on the Toro.
On the box press, which was already going to be a little slightly underfilled, but it just seemed
Correct, yes.
a little bit more underfilled. And so
With my decoration, I'm
I
about
don't know, just something that I don't want to deal with right now. I'm just going to take them out of production and just look
Yeah,
at
I mean,
it.
I would say, I mean, fine. I mean, do you know exactly what on your Toro, what the rolling method is?
No.
Don't stop getting it. Oh.
Things that you should probably know too if you're making your cigars, because it'll give you a good idea, like moving ahead. You're working on a different cigar but same size, and you're like, okay, maybe I don't want to, if you're dealing with a lot of thicker tobaccos or thinner tobaccos, different methods can
I think
to airflow, but also controlling airflow is part of this, but controlling the combustion, the heat load, that's one of the things that's going to be, how are you placing, if it's full Entabado, is it hybrid Entabado, where are those tubes being placed? Are they running the full length? Are you doing some 85% of the way with with another one being the first 65% back, and also depending on the size of the tubes, so understanding the internal architecture for airflow, that's going to help you control.
So to make a little more sense, this will make a little more sense to you. So the wrapper's Brazilian, the binder's Nick, but it has 6 additional countries in it that you're trying to put into, a smaller cigar, if you will, 52. And if you're box pressing, it's slightly less tobacco. So it's just, you're already kind of cramped for space. So how is it? That's just my mind, the way I'm thinking about it. Which sometimes I'm like, well, sometimes.
Well, I mean, the thing is, the thing with the box press, if you're doing like accordion or book, you're not going to get too many transitions. That's
right.
And it tends to be more of a balanced smoke, and it could. I mean, if it's underpacked, you normally don't. But I mean, either way, it could run the chance of getting the notes being muddled. Depending on also what's the RA to tobacco when it goes in. Is it like one thicker tobacco that's holding on the moisture? Is there a drier tobacco in there? They're not going to play well together. Did it have enough time post roll? That can be a thing too.
Yeah, that particular cigar in a box press, which is another issue, takes as far that particular blend smokes. It has to rest a long time.
120
or more.
Or
right?
more.
Yeah, it's probably 6 months, 9 months, like to make it where it start not flavor wise, just it just
for it to get an equilibrium point. Yeah,
it just gets pretty, and it just gets better, right? As far as the whole feel of it and everything firms up and all that. But I still have some of those, and so for me, I'm like, dang man, I can't do that, right? As far as inventory wise, that's one of the biggest issues that I have, is trying to hang on to all this inventory for so long to be able to put it out. And then like we were talking about, to try to get enough inventory to not. You have to time it just right. You're going to spend a lot more. If it's doing well, you're probably going to run out unless you're buying thousands, tens of thousands of them, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, you also have to, you can't obsess over that. Running out is not a bad thing. You know, I mean, if you run out often, that's a bad thing. That's poor planning. But if you put it out there and you're able to calculate it, okay, and there's only a small period, if you know you've got some regular sales going on, and you can kind of gauge when it's going to be, and you're like, okay, so if it sells out and there's only a 2-week lull, you're not getting hurt. I mean, you can even make it a 1 month lull if everyone knows you constantly have stuff rolling back in. Obviously, the more you start rolling it out, the better you are. You know, you're able to calculate that, and then inevitably those gaps shrink to the point where, okay, I have no more gaps. You know, and it's easier when you have multiple lines too. You know, if you've got one line and you're running out, okay, yeah, you got it's potentially a problem, or it's just you don't have enough money to do another one, and you say, hey, gotta wait till next year. I just do it once. You know,
true.
You can't obsess. You can't obsess with that. It's clearly something you have to think about because you want to grow, and you want to let people know, and you want to give them the impression that, hey, you know what, I got my stuff going on. You want my stuff? I'm going to have it for you. So, but it takes time.
That it does.
And the thing is, I mean, you can plan all you want. You can come up with the greatest plan in the world, and then all of a sudden sales slow up for some reason, and now you got another batch coming in, and you're like, I'm stuck now. You know, so
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm just trying to put it where I feel like it'll best work right now, where I'm at. And I'm just kind of really getting kicked off again, right? Like Angel just left. He was like, I'm gone. I'm out. We'll try to jump back on, Angelo. You might download the StreamYard app on your phone, and that might even help if you don't have it, or your pad.
Fellas, I'm out, man. I gotta go. I got an event in the morning, so
well, good luck.
Enjoyed it, brothers, as usual, man.
See you. Have a nice event.
Brian, you never send me your info, man. I want to send you some samples. So.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I did message you back the one time. I don't think I got back to you after that.
You didn't send me the info. So text me info.
No,
I'll get it
I will
out
absolutely.
Monday.
When I'm done with this, before I go to bed, I'll shoot you the info.
All right, sounds good, man. Y'all have a good one, brothers.
You got to have a good night.
All right, bye-bye.
You know, Sean was y'all's lounge. Do y'all bring in boutiques, or is there boutiques in there? Or y'all shy away from it?
Boutique, legacy, baby, all the way. No, I'm kidding.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, no, I have no problem. I mean, it's you know, I'm gonna have, obviously I'm gonna have John in there. I'm gonna have GTO. You know, I don't know if you know GTO.
Yeah.
Cigars, Tony Moon.
Wait, who?
GTO cigars.
By Oscar?
That's Dr. O. Okay. But the Tony's the one I deal with.
I got you. Yeah, his rep up. I got you.
Yeah. And you know, and then there's another small brand that's nice and affordable, Caballeros, Tabacalera Caballeros from the Dominican, and they make a nice kind of like good price point everyday cigar for people to get, buy. So, and they've pretty much they kind of perform just like John's. Not as much flavor though. John's are made with a little bit more flavor. Two of them. The other ones are a little bit more basic, but not bad. Yeah, there's inevitably going to be smaller stuff. Even some what I'll call legacy boutique, like a Warped, which is smaller, or a Tatuaje, which is still smaller. Kind of like that in between. Still boutique, but solid.
Sean was saying there was a lounge he was going to get into, and the guy was like, we don't mess with boutiques, and I was like, well, I would ask him, what does boutique mean to you? Like, I would try to clarify that myself, like, what do you mean boutique, blah blah blah, because is it smaller brands you mean that you don't deal with?
Yeah, I think you touched on that. You brought that up, and I think that's a good point. Like boutique, technically anyone could be boutique.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big you are, and also when you're separating certain things, you have like, okay, is it a boutique brand or is it a boutique cigar? Boutique cigars tend to be a little bit more specialized for a boutique, a small shop, which
Right.
they tend to have a price range that kind of sits in that $12, $20. There's something a little bit there. So I think you got to think more. Are you talking about legacy large brands, mid-sized brands, small brands, or kind of like what you are, micro brand?
Yeah.
Really, you do 1, 2, 3 lines, sometimes 2, sometimes whatever it may be, and it's very limited production. That's more like micro, smaller brands. I think would probably be more appropriate than just calling them boutique, because anyone could be. I mean, there's a lot of big companies out there that we think are big that are still technically boutique. So it's kind of hard to get what is the definition. So it's better just to say smaller brands, I think.
Yeah, and I think like trying to okay, what am I trying to say? So a lot of Isha cigars, or I would even say Madre and My Cigars, and what I'm saying is cigars like ours, and there's some others like Sean's and stuff, like where those cigars are different. They're not like your everyday. There's so many brands out there that just kind of taste the same, right? They're just a little bit.
Well, that's kind of how they're designed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's larger brands. Where do they make their money? Yes, they do introduce new stuff, but where are they making their money? Their core legacy stuff that they're constantly reblending, basically. I mean, you come out with a cigar, this year, you want to make it taste the same. Something has to change because now you've got tobacco from different harvests and that kind of stuff. So a blend is always a blend the first time around, but after that, if you want consistency of flavor and performance, now it becomes a recipe. Now you got to be a chef and you're playing with different, changing around your stuff. So, the larger companies have a lot more money. They tend to have a lot more consistency for the most part. And to go back to, what'd you say that Sean said that some lounges said that they didn't want to deal with
because it was like a boutique, and he was like, and I understand what he's saying, like, don't cheapen my brand because you think I'm a boutique or whatever, because this is a cigar right here that looks fantastic, and I mean it looks like it looks just like any premium cigar that you see,
and there is, you got to give them a chance. If someone comes by and says, hey, I got some 3 cigars here, would you mind trying these out and let me know? You try them out. But if you're going to blanket say we don't like to deal with boutiques or small brands, it mostly falls back on their boutique in their eyes. They're micro, which means they're not getting, the perception would be they're not getting the best product. They're not getting the best rollers. So consistency is not going to be there on multiple levels. Also, consistency of availability is not going to be there because they're small. Their budget's so small. If I bring you in and everyone likes you, but I bring that first run of whatever 100 plus cigars in, and then I got to wait 6 months for another. Like, why do I even bring you in when I could fill that up with something else that sells and I can constantly restock? So, just saying that's probably one of multiple perceptions that some places have, that probably been dealing with the same brands and they know this sells, this sells, this sells, this sells. So they kind of like, why would I want to switch?
Yeah, and that's exactly my plan, is to, because I've been in Texas my whole life and it's big and there's plenty of lounges here that that I can try to get into. And so my plan is to not go too fast. If I'm
don't go too fast.
If I'm somewhere, I got handful of lounges, and I'm calculating everything right to, they're helping me grow my brand if they're doing well in their in their lounges. So that's what I'm looking at doing is just not trying to everybody that says, hey man, we want to get you in the lounge. Well, I'll holler at you. Let's talk.
And also,
we'll get in there. But
take a number. I'm still growing. I can't.
Yeah, right. And that's my plan. And Lee Marsh, right, with Stolen Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
That's he had one cigar for a year, maybe even two before he ever come out. And that's all he did. And he worked his ass off to.
No, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Because if you do one thing really well, that's better than doing multiple things just okay.
Right.
You do that really well, and it's also easier to plan everything. So that it's actually a good, to keep it as small as possible. Then you can scale up. You're only scaling one cigar. It's not dealing with another 2, 3, 4 blends. One good cigar that gets going, that grows, and then all of a sudden, now you've got an economy of scale going on. Now you've got money coming in that's covering what your cost was, that's giving you money for the next run, and some money to turn right back in and maybe start. So whatever, you start at 500 cigars, and next year you're like, now I'm up to 750. You sell those 750, now I'm up to 1,000. So it's a slow growth.
Quicker than that, but
What that?
Yeah, no. Hopefully it's quicker than that, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, but I mean, if you're getting into, also your money. I don't know your money situation, so you might be going in saying, "Hey, I want 10,000 cigars, or 5,000 cigars, or 50, whatever it may be." So you can spread it out, but the more you get out there, it doesn't matter what the number is; it will continue to scale.
Yeah.
Which means you're going to be making more money, which means you will gradually every year, just going on a year by year scale, you're always going to have a little bit more in reserve or profit wise that you can take back from the year prior that you can just kick right back in, increase production, or at that point in time, maybe you're like, I'm ready to release another cigar. Yep. And then you're like, okay, we keep doing that one cigar at this number. And then you're like, now let's work this new one and start to bring it up to that number.
No, that's exactly right. Because that's I know when I did it, and that's what Sean was saying. Like, and John kind of does. John's doing the same thing, but he has not upper hand. He has a different situation than most of us, right? How he can do it easier.
He's got a golden ticket.
Yes, and so he's able to do what he does. And but that's not why he's growing. He's growing because the cigars are good. And
he's putting himself out there. And that's because I talked to him multiple times, and like that's one of the big things that he's putting himself out there. You don't see Nick Perdomo, Carlito. They'll go on a podcast, right? But they're not going online every single day. They don't have time for that. They're so big and they're doing so many things. And John's growing. And it's a thing that, even as they get bigger, he should never lose this. Even if it's like, hey, I'm going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays or just Wednesdays. People love knowing that they've got a point of contact that the owner is willing to engage with, we'll call it the common man. That he's not so big where you can't get a hold of him.
This is a wild cigar, Angel.
Which one?
It's the same one.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get it to start opening up because it's so with that little bitty foot on it.
You see where I'm at with it.
Yeah, man. it's just like with the event. That's why everything's the event I'm doing in 2 weeks. That's technically my first event as a new company, if you will. I mean, I did the Chicago show last year and I did the TPA event in July. And those are the kind of things where like I had to wait. Because of the October thing, I'm like, I'm trying to think where I'm going to be. My daughter's starting college. I'm like, crap, man, where am I going to go? So I'm looking at my business account and I'm like, okay, I can make this work. And then when I put the money together, I was like, I'm just going to take a chance and spend that money on that event and drive versus when I went to Chicago, that trip cost me $2,500. That was my expense because of the tickets and the hotel and yada yada yada, and it was a flop.
What kind of event? What were you getting into a lounge or something?
No, it was the Chicago Pipe Show.
Oh, okay.
And it's not centered around cigars, and so they weren't very friendly to cigars. We sold some, right, but nothing to make a. And I didn't expect to. Right,
that's kind of it's almost like a kind of read the room kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pipe smokers are definitely a different breed of people. So I mean, every cigar smoker is that, but yeah, pipe smokers tend to be a little bit more different. So that might have been a bad decision.
Well, it was, and to go that far, it's just like going to.
Yeah, I mean, if that was like you're driving 2 hours, you're still in Texas, you're driving 2 hours, you're like,
yeah,
$2,500. No, you might have you're spending money on gas.
Yeah, I'd have broke even.
Yeah,
I'd have broke even then. But yeah,
yeah.
And then, and of course, having my wife with me, she thinks everything's a vacation. I'm kind of spoilt that way too. I like to eat and eat well when we're gone somewhere, but
and when you're already down $2,500, you're like,
yeah,
we're gonna go to that nice restaurant.
That was total. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. The experience was fun, and I learned. That was actually my first event, but just picking the events like the one I'm doing in a couple weeks is the Hour North, and that's me getting into the lounge. Actually, that's there's like 9 vendors going to be there, but that's introducing these new brands, myself included, into their lounge, which I know them, and we've been talking about. It's about like a year going.
How big's the lounge?
It's actually pretty nice. It's more so. It was originally designed. It was more like a private thing. They didn't really have a smoke section up front, and now they've made that a little bigger where they can. But it's a really nice. You can look it up. It's Stories Cigar Lounge in.
I've seen them online.
Yeah, it's a really very, very cool setting.
I don't like the 9 vendor thing for you though.
Well,
but
they're buying. So the way it works, they're buying the cigars anyway.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing where we're just going to be out there, and of course they can buy extra packs if they want. So it's just, but it's all the only people that are going to be there that are kind of out there more. Like you got, they make whiskey too. Dadgummit. The fight, he was the Black Hawk Down thing. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Hooten and Young. Hooten and Young.
Oh, Hooten Young.
Yeah, and then of course McAuliffe will be there, and I think there's one more, but all the rest of them are. Well, Hooten and Young is their first time to go there, but there's a lot of stuff around here. There's a lot of events. I just don't go to them. I'm not there's a lot of people that I don't know a lot of people really around here close to me like I do in other states. Like I know tons of people in other states now from being on, on lives and meeting people and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know a lot in Texas now. Actually, they're just all 3 and 4 hours away. It's so damn big here. Man, I can't get this thing to light.
Mine's burned perfect.
Tastes good though.
How many
So Brian,
lounges?
how was your day?
My day? Well, it was up and down. It was good. Someone hit my car while I was when I was parked.
Damage?
So then, like, you know, I found out about that. Like, came in, my coworker came in. He's just like, I thought he was joking around, but he's just like, listen, if I don't want you to get mad. I'm like, okay. He goes, someone hit your car. I'm like, okay. He goes, well, I want you to just, I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I'm like, I wasn't in the car. What happened? So I go out there, some delivery guy, and I still can't figure out why he had to back up because there was a lot of room in the parking lot, but he backed right into the front of the car. So the hood, not the hood, right in between the front end. Part of the grill pumped in, part of it's pumped out. And then the area between the grill and the hood is kind of like dinged in. But he drove away.
Oh, damn.
So I called the cops. There's like in this town, we have cameras all over. So he came, started, gave me the card for the case file. And then he called the restaurant guy to get access to his cameras. So try to find out who it was because one of the Pepsi drivers for the restaurant next door, which the owner of that was the one that found Andrew and was just like, hey, I know this is one of your guys' cars. The Pepsi driver saw the guy hit it. And supposedly he took pictures, but then drove away. Like, didn't leave a note on it. Like, they would have been like, hey, I hit your car. This is my number. Things go a whole different way.
That's crazy.
So now if they find him, he's going to get a hit and run. It's a hit and run.
I'm switching my
But
mic.
other than that, it was not a bad day. Did you work today, or did you take a day off?
Took the day off.
Y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Don't worry, someone hit me yesterday. Not my work truck. They hit me with a brand new Mercedes Sprinter van. Still had 10 tags.
Did they like side or front back?
It was like the tail end of the truck, and hit it with his just straight on. It was like T-bone basically. He thought I cleared him or whatever. He's like, he backed into him. Like, bro, he didn't bring it up or nothing. He just kept going. Not kept going. He was still there, but he didn't want to bring it up. He was embarrassed. Broke his taillight, taped it up with some clear tape, fixed it. There was nothing wrong with my truck.
Who's all in the chat? Y'all sound off. I'm trying to see who was all in here.
John today was it the first day of the tattoo event that he went to or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. I saw pictures posted.
Maybe tomorrow he'll get his tattoo, his tramp stamp.
Said he's doing it here somewhere on his forearm. It's going to look good, especially if he does that really colorful one with the flag, the Dominican flag and all that. It look nice.
We will see.
He'll end up getting a little tinier.
Smoke anything good today, Brian?
I smoked 2 Placencia at the Falls. So I got 2 more of those left. What else did I smoke today? No, I smoked Elegancia Ferriotego.
Okay.
I got my first little pack from John, so I'll have a Madre Tierra to smoke tomorrow.
Did he get the Robusto size?
I did 2 of them, yeah. I think there's only 2 in the Robusto size right now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I take it they had the that's the old band. I think he's had him sitting around a while, possibly.
The orange, you talking about the broadleaf one?
What the
orange
or reddish orange. Or
The Robusto, yeah, there's one that's like an orange and one there's a yellow, but they both say Equidom if you look at it. So I think that's got to be it's like Madre Tierra by Equidom, and then everything.
This color on the Robusto without the broadleaf on it is the broadleaf, and that was the Robustos were ones that the original rollers did, and that's why some of them he was saying some of them are great and some of them don't have a good draw.
No, so he's sending out all the shit. I see how he is.
It's messed up.
Yeah. I so hope I get a bad one tomorrow.
I had two, and the first one I smoked was great. The second one, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the first one as far as
Yeah, definitely different than the first one. Yeah, and then I want to try out some of those some of the small ones that he had.
This sucker is right here.
Those little Juanitos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had them. He's given me a crap ton of them just to smoke outside in the cold.
Someone's having trouble with their cigar.
Uh-huh.
I had no trouble with that cigar.
It's right here on the cap somewhere.
That looked like, what was that? Like was that a Perfecto? A double? What was that?
What do you call that, Angel? It is
Like the Salomon.
Oh, Salomon.
Oh, Salomon. Okay. So the two ends are one end's basically a nipple, and the other one is a little bit more figured.
He tried to base it off the Andalusian bull. So that's how he came up with that one.
Opened up some. Good.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. I just, when you can't, that's like most big cigars, like 60s and bigger, like I always have trouble with those cigars. I don't have a good sucker, but I'm proud of it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's much better. When you got it always ruins it when you got to sit there and puff, or you just heating the cigar up and then it just gets. Let it sit there for a minute.
But this West Tampa Red Lanceros hitting right too.
Those reds are good. Anyway.
The red in any size is like probably the best that they have. They should just literally stick with the white, black, and red. The Devil Crab is whatever it is. I won't say it.
And
the Circle of Life. Man, if my life depended on liking that, take me now.
It wasn't. I was let down myself.
It's
you ever,
not a
you
great.
Ever tried the Dark Times?
I haven't had that one yet. No.
It's like their $30 cigar.
Oh, definitely Dark Times.
Yeah, I like Rick too, man. He's a good dude. Oh shit.
Yeah, he definitely is.
But like the way I have an account with them, so I will bring them in. But basically, it's going to be like white, black, and red. It's basically all I want to carry from them. And then they had the one that was named after the rose at the road, Veloce.
I'm sure we will, Gabe. He said I'll be 15 minutes. We all be
that
up.
Was not a great one either.
I like their the Attic series.
I think he figured it out.
The Attic is pretty good.
Am I on?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Hey,
I'm
gonna get kicked off. Watch.
Nah.
Last time I said that, it happened.
Oof. How's everybody doing?
All right.
Do I have time to smoke one?
I just
got time to smoke whatever you want.
You never know with this live. When we do open mics, man, it could be 3, 4, 5, 6. It just depends.
I know I made it 5, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one that night was almost 7 hours. Or was
I
it 7
think
hours?
the last one that we did was the longest one. It's just because you get people coming in and out and people talking and you get good conversation and then and really, man, there's like not a lot of people on tonight unless they're just I didn't see many people in Discord, and I don't know where.
It's Friday night. Everyone is out getting drunk.
Enjoying PCA, maybe some of them.
Yeah, some of our people are at PCA. So
Oh yeah, true.
I know Aldi's there, Clint's there, 505 is there. Who else is there? That's what he said. Fell asleep and woke up, and y'all still on the last time. That's true, man. Oh, Angelo, I am so pissed at my
I was like, what did I do?
printer.
Wow, what happened?
So today I upped so I was trying to print these coins for my daughters for their prom, just these little casino coins.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing samples. I couldn't get it quite right, and it's like something was wrong. And so I just gave up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I scaled my holder, my cigar holder, up to like 9 inches. So it was like almost a 12-hour print. And I started it early. I got 4.5 hours in, and I heard a noise. And I'm sitting
Oh no.
and I look over, and my supports fell. And I was like, what the fuck? And it looked badass. I mean, I was just coming up below where it was starting to build the holder.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, son of a bitch, I ain't going to do that one. And so I figured out how to do the concave with negative shit. So I was going to print Moose's cigar holder. I got it right. I started printing that thing. And actually, the first thing that happened is my filament bound up in the roll somehow and snapped. It just, and I put it back in, and I hit loaded it back in, and I hit print again, and it started printing right where it started. And it did that for an hour before it jacked up. And then I was thinking maybe it was just slightly off, and that's why it hit and knocked the deal off. Anyway, I started printing this other thing, and now nothing is sticking to the. It's like
the plate.
Yeah, it's just making all this kind of weird stringy shit everywhere.
You check the nozzle,
and well, it doesn't look dirty. I mean, it's still squirting out like it's supposed to. And I tried, so I went back and I was like, okay, I'm just going to print this little boat, the very thing I printed in the beginning, just to see if it prints. All it ended up being was a bunch of friggin' string in there. I was like,
that's weird.
So it's not the settings, it's something that it probably is. Either I need to clean the plate because it's not sticking, but it doesn't look dirty, or there's something's jacked up.
Did the plate move? Was it calibrated to be where it should stay? You know what I mean?
So it's self-leveling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never had to calibrate it.
Oh. You might have to do that.
So how do you do that? I mean, how are you supposed to do that? Is there like an auto feature or something?
There should be in every software there is. Sometimes you got to do it by hand too.
I mean, I ain't printed but half a dozen things, and it's already jacking up.
It could be a number of things. It could be the supports fell and something happened and knocked it off kilter, or the filament is bad. Because if it's coming out like spaghetti,
two different ones, 2 different brands and 2 different colors. And so
that's weird, man. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And so that's, like I said, I went back to print something that I know printed fine in the beginning, and it was already stock. And so it's not settings like in the actual build. It's something to do with something else then, as far as But yeah, it was, man, it pissed me off. Let me just show you how far I got. It pissed me off.
I've been there. I've been there where my prints stick to the surface. And what happens, it creates a suction cup. And then when it pulls off, because it dips, the liquid resin dips in, then dips out, it can snap that glass clean in half.
Well,
So you see the first one as far as size comparison, 6.5.
Yeah.
This is how much I got done.
Oh, damn, dude.
And it was coming out bad. I mean,
Yeah, that looks freaking awesome, though.
And it just started going everywhere. Especially when you're 5 hours into a print. It would have been done about 2:00 tonight.
I think that's a mechanical issue. You try reprinting again, or it won't do anything?
I tried earlier to print that little bitty boat, the little beachy boat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The little thing. That's the
little
first
tugboat.
And it just made just a mess. It's like it's not sticking to the. Now when it does the little line at the front, that little right before it starts printing, that's fine. But it's something to do like where it's.
Did you wipe down the surface with it's over 91 proof alcohol?
I have not. I'm gonna get some tomorrow.
Try that. Try that. Let it dry and then see what happens.
You think I just got something on there, so it's not letting it stick?
And that sucks.
But that one printed fine, right?
Yeah, it looks dope.
I mean, that big base was printing fine, and something happened. I mean, I've got another tip. I don't even know if it's the same size or nozzle, but how do you clean them out? I mean, I unload it and everything. It cleans itself every time. I don't ever let it sit.
I would see if there's a blockage, because if it's not flowing, right? Like say you have filament and it's flowing because it's getting heated up. There could be something in there that's stopping it. So instead of smoothly flowing and then following whatever design it is, it like I said, it gets off kilter and it'll be spraying it this way, or it'll mess it up a lot.
I see what you're saying.
So if you can take it off, just look through because it's only it's a small gauge hole. You know, don't stick a needle or do what my friend did, like a nail through it and try to widen it or anything. Don't do that. Just get it. If you need another nozzle, just get another nozzle.
Would that make it knock the support down while it's printing? Because that was the first issue I had. Like it knocked I heard the supports break off, and when I'm looking, something hit it. The nozzle hit it or something.
Maybe the nozzle hit it and moved it over and knocked it off. My friend, I think that's the reason why my friend always puts a webcam on his stuff when he's at work to watch it.
Bro, if I wouldn't have been out there, that whole thing would have just been just a big wad. Can you imagine 6 hours or 7 hours left and nothing but
just a mountain of resin?
Yeah.
Sounds like user error.
Could be. I've got a lot of shit I've got to print. I've got stuff coming in, and I done forgot about my laser.
Gotta go with the new toy.
I can sync this up.
Gabriel said you're going to hear pow pow wow wow soon. What?
Your machine.
Oh, he said, dang, 2 Puerto Ricans on. You're not going to be able to understand them. You're going to hear a pow pow wow wow soon.
Oh, that's messed up. You
That's
hear
racist.
us. It's not like Ish on. You don't need subtitles for us.
Yeah, man. This messed up for me. This one is the wrapper's trying to come off. It's actually kind of fixing itself slightly. I heated it up so much trying to smoke it, I guess.
Sometimes you gotta have some of that glue.
I got some.
You ask Grok.
I'm gonna let it sit here. I did ask ChatGPT. I'm gonna
What
take
is that?
it's kind of. Let me see what it did say.
Did they give you a vague answer?
It kind of gave me a shit ton of answers.
Mm.
Spaghetti print failure is what it called it. Let me scroll up here. I said, why? I took a picture of it. I said, why did this happen? It's classic spaghetti failure. Your print lost adhesive early on and everything after just turned into a mess. Primary cause, print came loose from the build plate.
Okay.
That round base should be flat on clean. Instead, it looks like it lifted or shifted. The nozzle keeps printing in midair, blah, blah, blah. What likely triggered poor bed adhesive, most common. This is number one 90% of the time. First layer setting off, nozzle too high, filament not sticking, yes, same thing. No supports or bad supports, that's not it. Because I've already printed it smaller. I already printed it once in a smaller version. Circular parts love to lift once one edge curls. Nozzle collision, which is what happened. Clean your build plate. What it says: use isopropyl alcohol. Wipe it good. Don't touch it after. Add a brim. Important for this shape, which I've already. It's worked fine. Oh, this was not on that one. This was on the little when it didn't print the little cigar holder for Moose. It just has a round base. And see, that was jacked up, and I thought that was user error because I didn't realize the bottom of that base was kind of hollow in spots. So it was building up a whole bunch of friggin' supports in there. Just a bunch of little tiny. It was like weird. Like, why would you build a whole bunch of tiny ones when you could just do one?
What you should do is try to build a solid
foundation.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. Figured out how to. I've actually figured out a lot of stuff. Let me show. Look, matter of fact, I can probably. Let me just see. I want to see. I'll show you what I did.
Well, I'm actually going to get off here. I'm starting to fade out. So.
About to say I forgot you were there. You quiet. Jeez.
Later.
Have a good night, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Good night.
All right, man.
Then there was 3.
Well, Gabriel's fixing to come back.
We don't need another Hispanic on here.
So,
¿Qué pasó?
I think I can. Oop, that's not what I want to hit. Will it let me share? Will it not let me share? Ding 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 ding. Why is it not letting me share how I can do that? Image file, video file. Nope, not the video file. That sucks. I can't show you this. Oh, yeah, I can. I know how to do it because I'm smart. Sometimes.
He's Texas smart.
There you go.
Sometimes.
So, Angela, did you see that mess last night?
The mess last night.
The Smoking Text show.
Oh,
What happened? What I missed?
I caught a little piece of it.
There was just a lot of audio and technical difficulties that kind of ruined it. I didn't really ruin it. It was still fun. But you got the classic John and Juana. I like that. Then going back and forth.
Is that me?
No, it's me. I got it fixed.
Now we had the classic men's versus female conversation last night. So he called it what, the chorizos versus the tortas? Because he was trying to come up with a name. I was like, bro, you're known about you're known for the chorizos and the tortas. Just call it that. He said, you're right. But I had fun, you know what I mean? It was fun.
I mean, it's going to happen. Audio stuff's going to happen. People are going to drop out. You know.
I just think, the best time of it.
You were there when I think he asked me if I wanted to be on. It's like, it depends on what questions you're going to ask me because, I like my married life.
Well, the questions weren't really bad either. You know what I mean? They weren't like going to get you in trouble.
There we go. I knew I could figure it out. So you see, well, shit, I'm trying to do it on the screen that I'm looking at.
I gotta watch it on the big screen. Oh no, I can see it here. Okay. Yeah.
So I had to put that in there.
The cap. Yep.
And then so I made that. That's the negative, and that's where that's actually the same size as a cigar. And so where it sits down into the hat more, but you can still see the front.
Gotcha.
And that was tough to resize it to get it where I exactly needed to go. You can see right where it goes across that. But I think it'll sit in there just right as far as up to a 54. But this thing, so then when I sliced it, as soon as it finishes,
yeah, a lot of supports in there.
Yeah, a shit ton. That was on that thing. So now I'm trying to. Oh, shit, I keep trying to pull it over to my other screen. I did it again. So you can kind of see it's weird at the bottom.
Yeah.
See how that right there looks?
Yeah, it's almost like embossed or raised or lowered.
So that's not solid. So I'm going to have to.
You got to fill that in.
I'm going to have to fill that in somehow to make it work.
Can you is every part separate? Can you move every part or no?
I've moved there. Actually I have. Oh shit! What did I just do? That was weird. It opened up in a different window. Let me go back to prepare.
Because if you have an option where you can,
it's all merged. See,
it's all merged. Okay, can you unmerge it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because usually what you can do is if it's a separate piece, like that cap on the bottom, you can unmerge and edit that cap and kind of widen it out so it
right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm on the wrong thing. No, I was on the right thing. I'm right clicking. It doesn't say no. I'm right clicking there. It doesn't say. Because it's nothing separate, so I can't. Well, I can't now.
Okay, can you make a round, flat disc the same size and then push it in and then make it level? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to see it. It'll be inside that cylindrical part. Yeah, so now all you gotta do is make it equal to that and push it all the way up till it gets flat. And I would go from the side. I would turn it on its side.
You mean face down? You talking
Yeah,
about?
face it. Well, the whole project.
Oh shit! What did I do with the down?
Yeah, you could probably press the outside with. Ooh, almost there.
I was trying to move that, so I know there's a way to.
If you, yeah.
It says face down. Where's it at? Yeah, it ain't gonna let me do it. Split. Oh, that says split parts.
Yes. That's Builder.
Ah, there it is.
There you go.
Delete that one out, and I can take.
Yep.
I took one out that I had in there.
Okay.
So actually, this will be the third one that I'm putting in there.
Okay.
Shit, what did I just do? It merged it. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. So click whatever that part is, and unmerge.
Well,
you should be able to double click it if that is Builder, 3D Builder.
That's not. This is a different.
Okay. Yeah, I'd make that a little bit bigger, a little wider.
So that one, and just make it. Oh, I see.
Because usually, Randy, what you can do is you can measure that outside instead of putting that disc in, and then type in the X, Y, and Z access points, and it'll measure it up exactly to what that bottom one is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But if I merge it now, wouldn't it just merge into there and all be the same, maybe, or no?
I mean, the safe bet would be to put a cap on it the same size, because you don't want it to look like a pedestal, right? You want it flat.
Yeah, I don't understand why that. It should make it flat if I. Oh, I know. Hold on. I gotta use my other hand. Hold on. So shift, and which part is it? Damn, not that one. There we go. Damn it! I hit him. I hit all of them again. This shit pisses me off.
It's a learning curve, man. It's a learning curve.
There we go. Now I can right click, merge into single part. There. That's what I just did. So see, now that's what I just put in there is there.
Okay.
But that's the way it looks. It's just weird.
If
I slice it, will it look the same way?
You want it with that embossed ring on the inside, right?
It's fine to be that way. It's not hurting anything, because I guess I can see. I should have brought it down more. But see, it still has that.
Because my thing is, if you're printing that and there's air caught in there, it's gonna create. Yeah, see how it is on one side?
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna print. It's gonna print with that one side filled.
So let me do this. I know what's happening. I know exactly what's happening right here. Oh.
There you go. Raise it. Yeah, raise it down. There you go. Keep going.
Right there, and then.
Don't go too far out. You'll come out the sides.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I'd rather be a little bit thicker on the bottom. Okay, now. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So now I need to make sure one time. I got to do this one more time.
Quick question: do I have time for a Toro or a Busto?
Whatever you want.
How long are you guys gonna be on? At least an
The way
hour.
he's-
So Randy
Sure, why
figures
not?
it out.
I just want to start smoking. I don't want to smoke my Toro alone.
Okay, so there's that now. It's all.
Mhm.
It's got a slight lip, which I'm fine with. It does
Is
have
it leaning? Am I seeing that right? Oh no, that's just the way. That's the access on it. Okay, never mind.
So
There we
now
go. Yeah.
we'll see if it has that same effect on the bottom. That's crazy. Oh, that's me doing that. That's booming. This is fun stuff when you really figure out what you can actually build.
Oh yeah. You'll be there for days.
Oh, he fixed it.
There you go.
Nice. That's okay. Let me get this shit off here. Yeah, that's.
There you-
I like it. Now I got to save it.
Yo,
What up?
what's going
How's
on,
the
man?
baby?
Good. He was being fussy today, but he's good. He won't let me put him down like the whole day.
Enjoy it.
I know.
Mhm.
I was thinking that. I was like, fuck. But like, I can't even fucking go take a shower. I tried to go take a shower and he freaked out. I was like, damn, bro, come on. You don't do anything. I was like, was it? Yeah, yesterday I was trying to eat a sandwich for lunch, and every time I take a bite, he would start freaking out again. So I had to keep like picking him up, and then and then finally I calm down, put him back down, and I take another bite, and he started freaking out again. I was like, dang, dude, it took me like 30 minutes to eat my sandwich.
That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is.
Badass.
I know one day he's not gonna want me to hold him at all, so I'm enjoying it.
You're gonna be old and pain in your butt, and you're like, damn, wish you were little again.
No problem at the airport.
She was like, oh, I landed, but then it took her like 30 minutes to get off the plane. Like she said, they're taking over.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm. I think they should personally, people, they should announce it, be like, all right, everyone that has a carry-on, you go first, and everyone, or if you just have a backpack on or whatever, go first. If you're grabbing shit out of the the bins above, then you should wait for all the other people, because half time I was have a carry a backpack, and I have to wait 30 minutes, 20 minutes to get off the damn plane. I'm like, bro, I'm ready to go.
Then you got them rude asses they'll try to, and then they'll wait till the last minute, and then they start grabbing their shit.
Yeah, you're like, bro, let's go. So annoying. Same thing with loading the plane. They should just have most of them have assigned seating now, and you should just be like, all right, the people in the back of the plane, you guys go first, because the people in the front of the plane. So then everyone's just sitting there waiting for them to put their shit away. And it's like, if you started loaded people in the back of the plane and worked your way forward, you wouldn't have all this wait time. I don't know. What are you guys smoking now?
I'm smoking one of Sean's cigars.
Nice.
See, I'm looking intentionally, Angelo, at my smoke. My smoke
Got
doesn't even go to that corner. Not saying that it doesn't get smoke in here, but it's all going up. You can see it's going. My computer's over here behind this screen, but my smoke's going up and then back.
Excuse me.
This is what I'm smoking. The West Tampa Red Lancero.
Nice.
Nice.
For a reason, the countdown or whatever, the red thing, it's covering Randy's and Angel's faces on mine.
It's all right.
Yeah, I don't know how to make it bigger on the site itself.
Make it different for you, Gabriel? Oh, turn your phone sideways.
See, I did that earlier, remember? And
Yeah.
it was just showing me sideways. There we go. I don't know. It wasn't working earlier.
Let me see if I can make it bigger.
No, now I can see you guys.
How about that?
Yeah. I can see you guys now. Damn. I actually want that live to cover up Angel's face again. Jeez.
And be explicit. It's dirty. He's doing dirty things.
On there. What'd you say, Angel? I can't understand you. All I hear is pow pow.
All I'm hearing when you talk is mariachi music.
It's banda. I start talking here. The uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Song.
Accordions and trombones.
Yeah.
I made the other day. Actually, it was yesterday. One of my officers is a Hispanic female, and I said, "What kind of music you listen to?" And she says, "Country, Christian." I said, "Do you listen to any Tejano?" She, "Yep, a little Tejano." Pretty much that's what I listen to. And so and everybody, all the kids call her Miss V because her last name is Valdez. So they call her Miss V or Miss Sabrina or Officer V. And so I made a song called Miss V. And bro, it actually come out pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
It was about the school. Like, it's weird how it brought it in, and everything that the song said was about her. But then she's like, "Can you make it rap a little bit?" And I was like, "Coming right up." And it was even better.
AI is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Musical chef Randy.
I watched the movie on Netflix tonight. What the hell is it called? Creator? The Creator, I think is what it's called.
Is that the robots?
Well, they're
that thing.
They like got a hole in their heads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
I
That's
did see that.
It was actually pretty good.
It's with what's his name? It's Denzel Washington's son, right?
Yep.
Oh, I guess that is his son.
But he honestly, his movies that he makes are really good because he came out with that one. He came out with Tenet. I don't know if you guys ever watched Tenet. That was a good movie. And then he had another one too that came out. It was really good. I forgot what it was, but yeah.
That's why I didn't know that was his son, but that's why he looked. Shit, man! I'm trying to type it in.
Joey, I'm smoking the Black Market Vandal. He just messaged me and asked me. I don't know if you see it. It's pretty good. I like that. The Stelly though. It's like that, like Off-White band. That one's really good.
True North.
I guess that is his son. Yeah, damn.
Yeah. What's his first name?
John David Washington.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
41 years old.
Yeah. He was also Ricky Jarrett in Ballers with The Rock, the football movie or TV show on HBO.
Okay.
I think every TV show or movie I've seen with him in it has always been pretty good. So I like watching his stuff.
Talking about Denzel, I think one of the cool, and I don't think I've seen them all, but I think there's 3 or 4, but not the Executioner, the Equalizer.
Oh
yeah.
I've seen like 1 or 2 of them. They're good.
Yeah. I think it was number 3 is the one I seen. I've watched it a couple times, but
Look at Eli was good too.
Oh, that was the
Dude, that's my favorite. I didn't.
Absolutely. I got that sword too.
Man, burning myself.
Do you guys watch Tenet? You seen that one? Yeah,
I don't think
so.
It's a cool concept. I thought I liked it a lot.
What was it about? Is it a series or a movie?
It's a movie. It's like there's like a time machine, but like these people are essentially going back. So, when you're in their time, you're going forward or whatever. You know, like you walk forward, but they like the worlds like collide essentially, where like so you'll see yourself, you know, hours ago or whatever, and see yourself like running backwards though. And then these people are going, it's crazy. And like they use that to like, they have like a battle essentially, and they're using both of them to fight the other side. I don't know, it's pretty crazy. It's a cool movie though. And then
There's
like
quite a few that kind of go along that way, but
American Gangster was good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, I've seen that one a long time.
Who was in that one?
Josh Brolin.
We have seen that.
Denzel.
A couple of dudes in there.
Yeah, that was like that. It's like the Black Mafia or whatever.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Angel, have you seen the new Peaky Blinders movie yet?
Yep, I saw it.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Really? Oh,
Was
shit.
it good?
I think it is, and I
Okay.
think it leads you once you see it, you realize, oh, that's what they're going to do to spin off.
Okay. I haven't watched it yet, but I've been wanting to.
I'm on season 3.
Love that much. That man,
Yeah.
I bit the hell out of that.
I was kind of disappointed with Tron 3 because they should have brought him back because he was in Tron Legacy. I think he played a really good part in there. It's a small part, but it is pretty cool.
Who the main? You talking about?
The main character in Peaky, forgot his name.
Tommy
You talking
Shelton.
about the
I forgot his real name.
Killian? You talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You bringing him back where now?
he was in Tron Legacy, which was the second Tron. But 3 was it was okay.
I was watching some of their podcast stuff, and he was on there talking about Peaky Blinders. And you ever see him when he puts a cigarette in his mouth and he rolls it?
Yeah.
You know, that was done intentionally. He's rolling it, but it's not because it's those fake cigarettes, and the paper kept sticking to his lips. So before he would put it in his mouth, he would roll it to keep it from sticking, and that just became a part of his character. That's kind of weird. How that kind of stuff happens.
Do you? I wish they would have made like a sequel to Sopranos, like with his son or something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. I like Sopranos. I watched that like probably like 3 or 4 times, the whole series. I think it'd be kind of weird because his son was kind of like a puss, but
Good goods. It's good goods.
Yeah.
Best just kind of some. We want them, but like, how would it come out? Would it come out cheesy? How are they gonna put the story all together? And
that's true. There's like the what's that? I can't think of his name right now. He's in a band, and he's one of the guys in Sopranos. Don't always has like the stink face. He's always like that. What's his name? I think it's like Van Zant. No.
damn, what is wrong with my knee?
I don't know, but he has like it kind of almost like it's not a spin-off of that, but it almost kind of seems like it in a way. But it's cheesy. It's kind of like almost like a comedy one. But he goes to I think it was like Norway or Finland, and then he ends up because he's like in witness protection, and then he ends up like starting his own little mafia there though.
Oh, you're talking. I know who you're talking about. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I'll have to pull up because I was. It's a weird name. He's like in
Lilyhammer. That's what
Lilyhammer. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I like that one.
I started watching that, not even knowing anything about it. I just started watching, and all of a sudden, I'm like, damn, this is a cool little show.
Mm-hmm.
I never did finish the series though.
Yeah, I finished. It was fun.
King of Tulsa is pretty good too.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I saw where what's it?
Gosh,
The MFer guy. What is the black guy? Who am I thinking of? Had the patch in the
shit.
Samuel.
Samuel
Yeah.
Is he was on Sly's Instagram today, and they said something about he's got a new series or something, or he's either playing in the Tulsa King or he's got his own show coming out or something.
Nice. I think the only mafia movie was Goodfellas, right?
The what now?
So I think the only mafia movie Samuel L. Jackson was in was Good Guys or Goodfellas, right?
Damn, I don't even know if I remember him being in that one in the mafia.
Or yeah, he's he's like when they do the heist, and then they kill him. You know, you just start Robert De Niro's like offing everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he's like getting they go to his house. What was his name in the movie?
Was it Goodfellas?
Yeah, it was Goodfellas. And they kill him in the bed.
Now I gotta rewatch it.
Oh.
I've seen Goodfellas like 50 times. I'm not joking. That's
So,
one of my movies.
y'all seen that? What was it? Because he was in there. Well, 2 movies where that he was like really strong character, like bad. Some bitch was Django, and then Hateful Eight, I think it was. What it's
Hateful
called?
Eight was freaking badass.
Dude, that was
such a great fucking film.
Mm-hmm.
He got shot in the nuts.
Oh, crazy girl.
Hilarious.
I think it's like in his contract where he has to say that, right?
Right.
He has to say it.
That's what he's known for.
He almost said it in Avengers, and then he faded away. Yep. He was like mother, and then just dust. I bet you he gets a crap ton of money just for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you want me to say it? Well, I want 700 grand.
Do y'all ever watch any of the Medea movies?
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the latest where Joe takes his grandson?
Yep. The college tour or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, why's he got to be so bad? But that gives Tyler Perry, because he can act, he can be another character and be as bad as he wants, because he's not Tyler Perry. He's he's his daddy. And that was, oh my God. The ending was great though. Yeah, if you're bored, it's not like a great movie, but it's pretty funny. It's funny.
And it also, touches on a lot of the historical parts of it.
Mm-hmm. You look at
and
Joe,
he never realized it.
Yep.
He keeps taking me to these crazy places to take pictures.
Took his grandson to the whorehouse, boy.
Yeah. You're going to be a man.
I can't give too much away. It's funny.
This Dorado's hitting, dude. This thing's like 6 months old, I think.
Oof. Open this up. This one's like super hard to hit.
I guess I'll clean that thing tomorrow, and then I'll print that little boat, because it's only like a 20-minute print, and I'll see if it's going to print it.
Yeah, those surfaces, they have pores on them. You know what I mean? You got to wipe them down occasionally, because you put that resin on, it sticks.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah,
it'll come out fine, and you start reprinting, and it'll be all right.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of different. I ordered some red and black, because I'm gonna do some ashtrays in that red and black. That's gonna look badass. And then,
nice.
And then I got some actually statue or some filament to make the bust with. It's actually just made to look like marble kind of, so I'm looking forward to that. But I got to figure out. I know it's going to take longer, but that program, the studio's got the ironing feature in there, so I got to figure that out where to make it really look nice. But I'm also going to do a little bit of acrylic painting on it and stuff to kind of give it that look a little bit.
Now, when you take off any project you do, does it have the lines, the filament lines?
Say that again?
Does it have, like, if you were to take what you printed and you run your nail across it, does it go?
Yes.
Or is it smooth?
Yeah, yeah, so like you can see the back of that one. It's still got the lines, but that's the base.
Mm-hmm.
The rocks
have it. Yeah,
they have it, but that's got some glitter stuff in it. But It's
Yeah.
It's just hard to tell because it has a texture.
Well, what you can do is you can get a small little spray bottle, right, and fill it up with that isotopic alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Spray it down a little bit and kind of like polish it, and it'll smooth all those lines off.
I'll be down. Okay.
Yep, they have machines. I have one. You put it in there, and it automatically dips it and lifts it up, lets it drain. Dip it, lifts it up, lets it drain, and it smooths. It makes those lines disappear.
I'll be down.
And that'll make painting easier because if you paint it, especially if you paint it with something bright, you're going to see those lines, guaranteed. They call it fingerprints.
I got you. Yeah, they're in there.
And you should look into metal filament.
Metallic acrylic you talking about?
No, metal. You have metal filament and you can run it and it melts. And it looks sick, man.
Okay.
Cosplayers use it to make swords.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But it takes so damn long to do this shit.
I know. That's the only thing I don't like about filament. That's the reason why I like liquid resin, because everything you print is smooth and you don't have to really like alcohol wash it.
Does it move faster though?
Absolutely. Cuts your workflow almost in half.
Damn. Is it more expensive for the liquid?
No, you can go on Amazon and get a really decent one. I'll send you like 2 or 3 you could pick from for like $150, maybe $250. And for a printer, and it's money.
Damn.
The only thing is they've upgraded since I've had one. Now they have ones that drain the resin tank back, the reservoir back into the tank. So, because I made the mistake of leaving resin inside the reservoir for like 3 months, and it ate away at the plastic. And then liquid resin just went right. It didn't hit any of the diodes or the mirrors or anything, but it went right on the bottom of the base of the printer. And now it's like rock hard.
Damn.
That's cool.
And what's cool is if you print out stuff and you get this company is the best. Look at how metallic that is.
Oh yeah.
I've sprayed this on skulls that I've printed out, and it looks like a mirror.
That's crazy.
But you got to learn how to, I'm sure you can learn how to spray it. You got to spray it at a distance, one coat, let it dry, spray it again. And before you know it, it's going to look like that.
Damn.
I got a whole shitload of paint over here.
Did you see the size of this thing that I was printing, Angel? So this is 6.5 inches tall. This one was going to be 9.5 inches tall.
Oh, damn.
Bigger. I mean, the size of the base. It's crazy.
That is a big difference.
Yeah.
Threw it out, man. It would have been every bit of that tall or bigger. And it would have just been, and it would have been better for the cigar and everything. But I'm still going to do a couple.
Is it a cigar rest too?
Yeah, it's the same thing. I just had a different scale. I've made it bigger.
Nice. That's cool.
So,
And Randy, just so you know, don't overspray it because you'll make a hole right through it, depending on how thick the millimeters are for the whole bust. That alcohol will rip right through it.
oh, you talking about when I'm smoothing it?
When you're smoothing it, yeah. Don't go slow so you learn your pace. Trust me, because
Wipe it right off.
you can just take a rag or you can spray it lightly, evenly, and then just wipe where you want to smooth out, and just go slow. Let it dry, and then start the process over again.
Interesting.
But look into those liquid resin printers. I'm pretty sure you'll like it better.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I could take this skull right here, even though it's solid. Now, mind you, it's solid. That whole thing is solid.
That's cool.
Right? I could run over it with my truck and it won't break.
It's solid resin.
It's solid right through.
And you did it intentionally, or that's
Well, this is one of my first ones that I ever did, and then I was like, "Why is this taking 18, almost 24 hours to print?" It's because I didn't hollow it out.
gotcha.
So
You know what? No, this one's hollow. It just automatically did it.
oh, it hollows it out. That's good though.
Yeah, this thing would have had a little bit of weight to it though. Damn, I'm so pissed off.
What's cool too is you can, when you get there, you can make pockets for lead weights and slip them in there, and then put a cover on them and give it some really, you know, like it's an actual shield and sword. You know.
Yeah, that is, man.
You got to make me one though that has the sword. You could take it off, and it'll be like a cigar poker. You can just.
That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. You know, my wife, she does all these freshies, so and she does all these special orders. And I was asking her today after I ordered some acrylic paint, but I got metallic. I was like, she don't have metallic acrylic paint, and I ordered a little brush kit. And so she's like, baby, I have thousands, is what she said, of different types of paint, because that's all she does is buy paint for these special orders. And I said, I guess so. I just never really looked at it. I said, you got metallic paint? She goes, damn, I do.
You know what works good too? You know the air paint guns, the little.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself one of those babies, man. They are that and some painter's tape. That'll be your best friend.
Let me see if I can find. Let me just see if I can see some of his shit on here. See,
I have a friend that makes Warhammer miniatures and paints them. It's crazy, dude. The freaking the painting brush is like so microscopic. But he sits there with these like huge goggle things to get all the detail and everything. Shit looks dope.
let's see, Kirk.
Is there anyone watching us?
I don't know. I can't see anybody.
Let me just do. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Messed up the screen. I'm having a hard time with this cigar.
Going out.